Welcome everyone to the dinner table after party. And of course, so far with us or in here we have the what's going on here? I'm hearing all kinds of weird voices. But anyway, so far in here with us we have, of course, the guest of honor, Mr. Christopher Motti, who's known as Dinner Table. We have student Dr. Ben, also known as Torben, which is his first name, a real name or actual name, I guess you could say, right? Or
name.
It's the moniker you go by. Anyway.
One of my names.
One of your many names. It's one of your sock account names, as we were talking about.
Yeah, it's a stock account. Yeah,
that's right.
Dr. Ben and Sons of Mice.
And below me here we have the one, the only Nicholas Lamar Suter, who's from the In Time show. If you haven't seen that, go do that. Orders. And of course, from the I guess the other side of Canada, we've got my Canadian brother, Mr. Canadian Ollyman, with us, who's going to be, instead of taking a drink when it's hashtag coins, it's going to be having a smoke of some
that's
herbal
It's
remedies.
not.
He's already like, I need another puff. And of course, the producer extraordinaire, Mr. Mikey Fatman, is also here with us.
What up?
Just Mikey's birthday the other day, guys. So if you haven't already, give him a little quick happy birthday in the chat there.
I am officially old.
Please.
Neil, if you look at a map, I'm from the right side of Canada.
Yes, yes. If you're looking down at the map, you are on the right side, and I'm on
the right side of Canada. That's correct.
That's right. Yeah, we're not going to touch that one. So you just continue to smoke your weed and
gentlemen.
Play your. I'm going to have to order some more soon. I've only got half a jar left. Only half a jar.
Only got half a 55-gallon drum left.
I only got half of a U-Haul left.
Right.
All right, so what we're going to do first here, before we have some laughs and some jokes and poke fun at each other and stuff like that, we're going to have Mr. Dinner Table, or as he's also known as Mr. Motti, play a little something on the bass drum. This is an original, by the way, guys. So prick up your ears and check this out. We'll all mute so that you can have the screen to yourself or whatever.
I appreciate that. Yeah, prick up your ears and ear up your pricks.
Hey.
I don't know. I like wordplay. Dad joke.
I like it.
Hashtag dad joke. All right. So
what's that? You can prick your finger, but you can't finger your prick. Is that the other one I heard?
Yeah.
Another George Carlin one is don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
Tell me how to have fun.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Not my dad.
All right, so
you mind me? I don't know.
I had a funk band back in the day, and it was called Solid, SOLID, not salad. And this is the theme song, and the reason why I chose it is because A, it has some biblical references, and because this is deconversion story, I thought that would be fun. B, it is a showcase for funk bass, so I mean,
cool.
Come on. And I'm going to be able to sing as well. And also, there was a third one. What was it? It's funk bass, and I don't know, because it's fun, because it's just super duper fun. Oh, because the main character in this is super duper arrogant. He's bragging about how solid he is based on these stories that occurred during the verses. One of them happening between him and God's wife, and then Moses, and you'll see how it plays out. So, without further ado, here is my song, Solid. Let's see if this all works in here. So, I have this beat here.
Want to make him the main?
And I'm just going to lay down a loop. This whole song can be played with one. That's what has to happen for the pre-count. Groove in G. So that's the start, right? I'm not happy with just that. So I got to throw a little Larry Graham on top of it, and that's what this sounds like. I met God, well, he gave me $1. I met his wife, well, she told me to call her. She thought that I could make her scream and holler. She was right, 'cause she got tired of praising the Father. And you know why? It's pretty much because I'm solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I will sure enough do you right. Solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I won't sure enough do you right. I ran into Moses. He had halitosis. That means bad breath. Just so you don't think I'm a liar. Well, he said it set the bush, burning bush on fire. I fucked up right there. I'm gonna try that again. Never do this live. Not ever do this live. Ran into Moses. He had halitosis. Just so you don't think I'm a liar. He said it set the burning bush on fire. Asked if I could lend a hand. Show him to the promised land. I told him, I'm not trying to be mean, Moses, but you need to get yourself some Listerine. Gargle twice a day. Solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I won't sure enough do you right. Solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I won't sure enough do you right. Mind if I do a little solo right here? I'll take that as a yes. Solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I will sure enough do you right. Solid. I'm out of sight. Give me your love and I will sure enough do you right. That's that.
Bravo, sir. Bravo. That was amazing, dude. I loved it.
I'm glad that you.
I love
it. Wasn't too. I wasn't blowing out the audio or anything.
Oh, hell no.
No, that was, you were just
coming
right.
across
That was
Perfect.
Yeah,
smooth as silk, I would
it
say.
was great.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was unmuting everyone.
Yeah. I was I just got this bass and I still haven't worked out the levels with my effects. and I use some like crazy ass effects. So it's just like once I put the Qtron on, it messes with things, and once I put the distortion on, so I'm glad that it worked out. Good.
That was really cool, dude. I like that. That was
I'm
really
glad that you dug it. I'm glad that you. So that's the exact. That is the thing that I do. Funk bass, silly lyrics, and just an opportunity to shred. And like the only thing I didn't do in that solo was like my crazy slapping and tapping, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you let me go for another minute and a half, it would have been in there.
You could have gone as long as you wanted, man. The whole fucking after party could have been you playing the bass for crying out loud.
Don't.
The old slap and tap.
Listen, that's the only reason I'm here. I heard you were going to have Christopher Monty on from Salad, and I was just like, damn, I am showing up.
Every time he mispronounces my last name. So
He does
See,
it all
now I want to start a band called Salad. And only because you mentioned that it wasn't pronounced salad. Now I want a band called Salad.
do you know why I say that?
Salad days.
I was at a gig, and the band was solid, and through the PA system, the enunciation was just like horrific, and my keyboard player had the word solid programmed in his keyboard, so like between songs he'd be like solid, right? And it was very difficult to hear the enunciation. There literally was a table that's like, salad? What's funky about salad? And I was like, no, man, like solid. Like, we're solid, man. He's like, salad? Like chicken salad?
That's awesome.
Salad, you should be eating right.
Completely
Salad.
new thing. I can write a jingle for the what would it be, like the Food and Drug or the USDA
yeah.
about eating vegetables?
Yeah, the nutrition pyramid or whatever.
Michelle Obama would have loved you. Yeah, salad, everyone.
Salad.
So what we're gonna do, I think, Chris, if it's okay with you, you can play another tune before we end it tonight. How about that?
Perfect.
That'd be all right.
I'll put my jam away until then.
Put your jam. Oh, what kind of jamming?
I'll put this jam away.
Oh, okay.
My bass.
The jam of my bama.
You're still muted, X.
Yeah,
You're
you're still
totally
muted.
mute. I didn't even know he was talking.
Well, right now you're not muted, but your mic's not on, I don't think.
Sounds like I was producing for him, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got nothing. Yeah.
What's up, B?
There.
Oh, Ben.
There
Shake it, man.
we go.
That's because
How
I'm
is everybody?
a live stream, have a virtual camera going on, getting ready to go live with my own show here in a second. So I just wanted to drop in and say, have a good show, man. Hope you guys have a good night. So,
You wanted to hear now he's on my left, so
Yeah.
So
that
you wanted
was,
to hear him?
dare I say, solid.
You did it.
There you go.
Aw.
It's all about the cheesy ass jokes here on this show.
Really
My-
reaching for
my
that
thing-
one.
My thing was like to bring
used
back the tradition of bands that have songs that are the names of the bands. Like, doesn't
Mark?
Foreigner have a song called Foreigner, or like one of the
I think off
old
their first
Arena
album,
Rocks? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Foreigner so much.
Guar has a tune where it goes, because we are Guar and we'll go far. We play guitars. Guar, guar, guar.
Guar. Still one of the fucking best bands to see live, though, Guar.
Yeah.
Just
I can
remember
see
to
a
wear
picture of that.
disposable clothing or bring big
Yeah.
plastic sheets because you're going to get
Or
covered.
don't sit anywhere near the front.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. They'll get you in the back.
Oh, yeah. I'll get you.
Probably.
You cannot hide from our mess.
Used to wear white T-shirts to those shows. You could, this was when he did this, and this is when
Yeah,
he did
and
this. and
when,
this is
when
he-
Odorous would shoot 50-foot streams of blue jizz on the audience.
Yeah.
Just-
That's awesome.
Yeah, saw them a
That's
couple of times. Good
that's
stuff.
what my band was missing. 50-foot streams of blue jizz. We went with
All right, guys.
red.
Just got here. I'm dropping. Have a good night, everyone.
All right,
Howdy,
Bye.
hydrate from a hippie.
Thanks for dropping.
that's because Luke Skywalker was busy drinking it in Star Wars.
Blech.
Oh yeah. Thanks, for that, Mitch. Well, my mind went to how do you collect it, right? So you go to the Blue Man Group and you're like, hey guys, listen, I have a proposition. Can I talk to you for a
Oh
minute?
no! Oh no!
Well, how many babies does it take to make baby oil?
Well, quite
Depends
a few.
on how much baby oil you're making.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah.
What quantity are we talking about?
Like, do we need like
Cup
a
or-
cement mixer full of this stuff?
Mm.
I think the answer is too many.
Yeah.
It takes
That's
too
That's
many.
the answer.
That old
It
joke
is.
that remember the dead baby jokes that they used to have.
Oh my god.
How
Oh,
do
I
you
know
no.
half
unload
of them still, Neil.
how do you unload a truckload of dead babies with a pitchfork?
Right.
How do you know if there's one still alive? You go.
I didn't hear that one.
Yikes, we're blue right now. So music.
There was a whole,
No, it's fun
line
being
of
on
them.
YouTube.
So yeah, well, are you going for the record for the maximum number of like demonetizations in the first 2 minutes, or just?
I have a vision.
There was
Maybe we
whole
should just
lines
change
of
the word to
jokes.
rocks, because that's atheist too. So
The code word.
truck full of dead rocks.
Yeah.
So when
That
we
wouldn't
were younger,
hurt.
I remember there were like whole lines of jokes that I don't
Oh, yeah.
really hear anymore. Like, you know, walking on the beach and finding a lamp that you rub and genie allows you 3 wishes. I remember like that theme of joke when it came
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Everybody
There was
had
like
a
50 of
repertoire
them.
that
Yeah.
you needed to unload. Like, oh, that's the theme. And then if one touched on another one, it's like, oh, 2 so-and-sos walk into a bar? All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
walk into a
Yeah.
bar.
Or the
jokes.
car
The-
breaks
the
down on the side of a country road somewhere, and there's only
Or
the
they're all-
farmer in the barn and his daughter and
Yeah.
all that. And
Yeah.
Or they're all in a boat.
That genie in
Everybody's
the
in a
lamp
boat.
one.
But
That-
go
that-
ahead.
The genie in the lamp one. The punchline for that one was always, "And my legs blew off."
Oh yeah, I
Right?
remember that one. Yep. Well, my punchline was and boom, his legs were gone. Right.
Yeah.
So what was the one?
Don't-
I
don't
have
for-
no idea.
What about
Don't forget about the
dead babies
quadriplegic
one?
jokes.
Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
And like the mommy, why am I running in circles jokes? Like, oh, shut up or I'll
Yes.
nail your other foot to the floor. Like those
Yeah.
that line of
Yeah.
There was Art, there was Bob, there was Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
call a guy
Yeah.
with no arms, no legs, floating in the water? Bob.
Oh yeah,
Bob.
it's
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah.
That's right.
Laying by the door,
Neil.
Matt. Hanging on the
Yeah.
wall, Art.
In a
Yeah.
hole, Bill.
We were screwed up, man.
one leg.
Those
We
I
were
mean,
jokes
such a
funny at the
fucked
time.
up generation of
we were.
teenagers.
We were.
What you mean were? You're all
Sick
still
shit.
around.
Well, I said we were teenagers. I didn't say we weren't fucked up anymore.
What, like
I said
Garbage
we were
Pail
young.
Kids? Didn't that come out when we were kids? Like Garbage Pail Kids.
That was
Oh, yeah.
right
Yeah,
after.
that
that was
was,
the
yeah.
next. That was like
Next
the next
wave.
Oh no,
generation.
because
What are you
Cabbage
talking about?
Patch-
I had them.
No, even before Garbage Pail.
No,
there
but
were-
yeah, but they didn't come out when we were kids, did they?
weren't there
Well,
trading cards before
Yep.
Garbage Pail Kids? Because Garbage Pail
Oh,
was
yeah.
based on the Cabbage Patch, and in Cabbage Patch there was definitely something before then. Because I remember when I
My
was
sister had a
in
Cabbage
Cub
Patch.
Scouts, the Scoutmaster on the fridge, they had these like trading cards that were like super gross, like somebody's name that was like.
I have
really-
some somewhere here.
Do you?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Yeah, I still have.
What are they?
They
what
were
are
the
they
Garbage
called?
Pail Kids.
They
Yeah,
are
Oh, you're
What
talking? Are
was
you
the-
talking about wacky packages?
maybe wacky. Like it was pre Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah. Then it had to be the wacky packs where
Like,
they
or the
take a
monster-
brand name and change it. Like instead of
Oh,
chiclets,
gee,
it was
yeah.
checklets with little tiny Czechoslovakian people in the package, and
jeez.
and instead of Crest toothpaste, it was Crust toothpaste.
Oh,
Something
yeah, I
that.
do remember
Yes,
Crust.
those.
No.
Remember
Because
that.
back in the day, it wasn't just Mad Magazine. There was also Cracked. Do you
Cracked.
remember
Yes,
magazine
Cracked
with
was
Obnoxious
great.
the Clown
And what if there was 3 of them in total? I can't.
and Crazy.
Wow.
I thought the other was
Crazy was the other one. That's right.
Mad Crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Mad,
the other one
Cracked,
had
and
the
Crazy.
blonde-haired kid. The blonde-haired kid was Cracked.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mad was Alfred E. Newman.
yeah,
Newman.
red. Yeah,
And Crazy, I don't remember what. I think
Wacky
it's some,
Packs.
remember he had a
The
hat or
Oracle-
something.
The Oracle says they're Wacky Packs. That's the name of it.
Wacky Packs. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
God, I remember being a kid standing inside the convenience store at the magazine stand. We'd read all the funny ones
Mhm.
and then just put it back, and nobody would ever say anything. Now they're all like in plastic and shit. But we used to
Oh,
just
yeah.
read them because we didn't tear them up. We read them, we put them back neatly.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, you read the unfunny ones also. You just didn't know that they were unfunny until after you read them.
until I started and then stopped.
Oz
Right.
just showed up. Oz, you missed the
Oz.
music, buddy. You missed the music.
Azilla. Number one killer.
Can't do anything with this guy.
What are they? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. My apologies.
No, she's got you on ignore.
She should.
That's pretty much the story of my life with everyone around here. I'm always on ignore.
What?
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck off.
Neil, your lips are moving, but I'm not hearing nothing.
Yeah, my wife teases me with that one. I'm on push to talk, but I keep hitting the thing and nothing happens. It's...
I'm just gonna fuck you guys. I'm just gonna here and play with my fun little you know those what do you call them? The fidget spinner thingies that they used to have.
Oh, the fidget spinners, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have one, but it's a UFO. You see? So,
Oh.
yeah, fancy.
Ooh.
I think the government has some pictures of that flying in the sky.
I'm
I'm
think
sure
so.
they do.
I've thrown it out the window a few times, so I'm pretty
See?
sure that's where they
I
got
knew
it.
it was you, mother.
Oh.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This one's different because I have this little. Ooh, look at that!
Oh.
And you shine it on here, and it lights up like it's glow in the dark. So
Ah.
you spin it and it makes a little glow in the. You can't really see it because of the lights, but you know I could just do this.
That's cool.
And then the light on your camera and your screen totally illuminated you. Could barely tell your lights off.
There.
Oh, see,
When you
that's
spin it, you
cool.
can see it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's fancy.
It's got them on the other side too, but yeah, and then there's the little alien face thing there, right there. So,
Oh, yeah, you got to have that. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So if you haven't super chatted to the show yet, guys, now you know where your money is going. So please donate now to the Neil 604 show. We really appreciate your support. And Neil
more
could
spinners.
use more glow in the yeah.
Neil also needs an X-Wing spinner for anybody out there that wants to
That's right.
donate. Yeah.
No, what I need to do is replenish my fucking Faithless Forum fund.
You've been saving for that for 2 years. I mean, it's not
No,
like.
I haven't.
Well, you should have been. I mean, what they missed the last year, and then oh god, Neil, I'm going in part to see you. If you don't show up, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna go to Canada.
Yeah, like I'm
and have fun.
theoretically gonna be there, so
Yeah, if you don't go, Nick's gonna ask for the manager.
He's gonna go all Karen on us. No, we need to make sure that the borders are open so I can go.
Oh dear
And
lord,
so
yeah,
that
that's
you can
gonna.
so you can get back.
Well, yeah,
That'd be nice.
but I've got my ID with both my double shots of Moderna, so I got that, so it won't make me quarantine or anything, and so
Yeah, that may not be the case anymore, homie.
Oh, what I love though
You
is
might
it's
have to
the
quarantine anyway.
U.S.
We don't
closing
know
the
yet.
border as if like we have to worry about
Yeah.
Canada.
you never know when we're gonna come down there with our polar bears and hockey sticks, buddy.
Mm.
That's right.
Moose.
Not
And
the
sick-
hockey sticks.
and sick our Cobra chickens on you.
Oh, you
It's
got just
okay.
one.
We
You got
all
just one
own like
soccer,
10
right?
guns each. We'll just shoot them all.
We did.
We did.
Yeah,
the
Yeah, you got just one
women's
soccer, so now
goal.
it's like now we got to worry about the soccer balls and all. You guys are starting to dominate in all these. It's really I don't know what you're doing up there.
It's the weed.
Oh no, there you go.
Right.
it's the
It's
weed.
all about the weed.
It's always
It is
about
the
the
weed.
weed.
All about the edibles, baby.
There's a question for Christopher. Indica or sativa?
Whichever. Like
Whichever?
I think that I think
Sativa.
that distinction is jive.
Yeah,
I think
Oh
that,
God.
because they do
Okay.
have different effects on you. Like
Yeah.
I can actually continue to function reasonably on sativa than I can on indica. Like
Same.
indica just makes me want to play video games and watch movies, and where sativa,
Yeah.
I can go out and
Eat.
do a gig and
Yeah.
So I don't want to step on my my own schwanz on this, but I think that it's a little bit more controversial. Like I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the names indica and sativa are based on the shape of the leaf, the difference in the shape of the leaf.
different plants. Like there's both.
But initially, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. So to your point.
Yeah, they're different strains of plants.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the effects of them.
Oh, jeez.
Zach!
What's going on? Man?
What's going on?
We just we're hanging out with dinner table over here, or Christopher Motti, as he's also known, and he just played some sick ass funky bass shit. You missed it, man.
We're trying to solve the world's problems about the difference between strains of marijuana.
Yep.
Topic
So-
of discussion.
And also, I am happy to be wrong about this because this is not a hill I'm willing to die on. But for the sake of conversation, I think that there's research to show that there's not universal agreement about the differences between them.
True.
And just like any other form of medication, different kinds of things are going to hit different people differently.
True.
And that might last
Body
for a certain
chemistry.
period of time, exactly. And then changes in whatever, gut microbiome or just change or adaptation, then something else, it doesn't hit you the same way, and then something else.
Hormones,
Absolutely.
It's all kinds
which
of
is
shit.
which is why I'm
So-
allergic to everything.
So with that in mind, that's my understanding of it. And like I said, this is not a hill I'm willing to die on. If I can be shown
But you
to be
are
correct.
correct. You are correct. Marijuana, any anything, all of us are going to be differently affected by it.
Yeah, like
A majority of the
SSRIs,
results are going to be the same. Like we're all going to feel a lot
alcohol,
the same,
all that.
but it's going to affect us differently, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of alcohol, what do you guys think? Should I crack a beer? I can have a beer. I don't think that's
Yes, you can have a beer, Neil.
One's fine.
Neil.
One's fine.
Just one.
One's
Yeah.
okay. One. See.
All right.
I like
As soon
I
as
got
he cracks that
professional
beer, though,
opinion right
everybody,
here.
Neil likes that a little
Everyone.
bit more right now.
as soon as he
Ben's
cracks
my new
that beer,
best friend.
everybody send him a message though, so he has to guzzle the whole damn thing.
No.
Just trying to kill him.
You see, Ollie, I've got a producer that could boot your ass out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, I could too, but I'm not mean like he is.
That is true. I am the mean one, in case anybody was wondering. In case anyone was confused, it's me.
I turn into an old asshole when I grab the cane, though. That's when I'm like, get off my lawn, you little whippersnappers!
I'm so upset that he has that on standby.
I always have that on standby. My place, it's always everything's within reach, right? That's the whole gimmick behind this. You mention something like, oh, hang on, and I grab something, I pull it up in the view. That's how it works here on the show.
That's right, damn it.
Okay. Yeah, damn it. But I have nothing,
What's up, Marie, in the chat?
Marie.
Marie!
Marie's
Good day,
great.
guys.
Watching
All
us
right,
via Twitch. Actually.
Yeah. I need like 3 or 4 more people to go over to Twitch and just keep the window open over there, please, so we can get this
I got
monetization
you.
thing out the way.
I'm in
got
the
you.
Twitch. I'm in the Twitch. I'm
You
still
in the
here.
Twitch?
There's 2 of you cannot be in the Twitch because it says 1 person is on Twitch. So someone is lying.
I just
I
proved
just
I'm in the
opened
Twitch.
I
I just proved I'm in the
phone's
Twitch by
plugged
sending a
in.
message.
Yep. We got the Canadian Alien right here from Twitch. Ben right here. Marie right here.
It's
Yeah, it was
me.
Marie. Marie's always the first one in the Twitch. Marie is awesome
it's
like
me.
that.
I mean, I'm in the Twitch before the show starts, but I mean,
But it doesn't
Why
count
is it
you
the Twitcher?
if you're the account.
I'm not the account.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
account.
I'm in both the accounts, sort of. Kind of. It's complicated.
There you go. I'll leave my phone running up there.
So Titan doesn't know crap all about drugs, but knows about plants.
I know lots about drugs sometimes. When my brain works, I know things about drugs, but then
So what do you test them all out first? Like,
Is that
no, I
Pop
just
a
had to
couple.
I just had to study a lot of shit about it.
I gotcha.
Buckle up, guys. We're getting to the hallucinogens.
Yeah, it's my favorite ones.
I mean, I had to study all those. I haven't done any of them, but I've studied them.
Fair enough.
My brother hallucinates when he smokes pot.
There's Nick. Oh, does he? What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
On-
like
on
he
marijuana?
freaks out and just he's frozen solid wherever he's standing and just gets all
That's bizarre.
paranoid and starts like
That happens to me sometimes.
shit's weird and
I've
If
never
I have a-
hallucinated on
If I
that.
have a little bit too much edible, I'm fucking tripping balls. And
yeah, but that's off
everything
of one
is-
little hit.
I
Like,
can't.
literally had one little hit that fucked him up like that.
Some of us is sensitive.
Well, my brother will never steal my
young
weed,
Padawan.
so I'm good with it.
I have to take you to the Jedi school of weed smoking.
Right?
No, because then Adam Driver's going to come in and kill all of us. No, thank you.
No, he's a good guy.
Tried,
now.
Neil. I've been smoking for 34
good.
years. I tried. He wouldn't do it again. He wouldn't try it
He
again.
wouldn't- he wouldn't do it.
No, fuck that. Adam Driver is still a bad guy in that movie. I
No,
don't.
in the last one, he became a good guy at the end.
You can't become a good guy after killing a whole fucking preschool full of Jedi children. You're still bad.
That's
Fuck
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
time,
I-
Mikey.
Yeah, but Darth
A
Vader
long
did
time,
that
Mikey.
too.
No, he didn't go after the young
That
one.
was-
Oh yeah. Oh wait,
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
That was,
did.
that
Yeah,
was
Anakin.
Vader.
No, that was Anakin. Yeah, yeah. Anakin's a douchebag too. He's
Anakin
canceled.
Vader, same person.
Whoa.
What was that?
Shots
that on
fired.
what was it? The video they have I forget it. They do the little cartoon things, and they had Yoda, and he comes up. Anakin's there, and then all the Jedi kids show up, and Yoda's like, "Ooh, awkward this is." All the little Jedi kids are looking up at Anakin.
Yeah, I seem to remember something like that. I was probably really baked at the time, and
What's Kylo's relationship to Vader? Is that his uncle?
no,
Grandfather.
no,
Well,
the
Vader's-
Emperor is his grandfather.
No,
See,
the Emperor-
I,
No. Yeah, his
No,
grandfather.
Rey.
You're right. The Rey.
I love
grandfather,
though that
yes.
we
Yeah, Rey's
I
the
love though that we
granddaughter of
considered the Jedi to be good guys when like their organization was so messed up, like
Yeah.
beyond messed up.
Why was the organization messed up?
Well,
Are
they
we
did.
really going to get into the like
Oh,
meta
yeah.
ethics
Oh,
of
yeah.
Jedi here?
Here we
Well,
I
no,
mean,
no,
I
just
guess
think
I'm
about
game,
it though.
but-
Like it's brainwashing. Like you take the children before they're old enough to think for themselves. Like Anakin was too old to be a Jedi because he was too old for them to brainwash him. And you're not allowed to use any emotion. You're just like it's very culty. Like if you look at the organization, it is very very culty.
Well, it was a religion.
Yeah, as
It was a
opposed-
religion. Yeah.
as opposed to the Empire, which was very forward thinking. All they did was care about people. And
Oh,
I
no,
can't believe these
the
Jedi.
The Empire were awful too. I'm not saying that either one of them was good. They
Well,
were both awful.
Welcome to the false dichotomy that I'm putting you in. You got to pick one.
Well, I'm not. Gonna pick them. They're all
It's like he's
terrible.
being honest about the intellectual dishonesty.
Let's use the bite model on the Jedi cult. Yeah. Let's go.
And then the Empire, who failed at making a Death Star, so they just had a great idea for something new, a new Death Star.
That's right.
I love how
I
they
walk away
I
for
love
5
how-
minutes and you guys start talking about Star Wars.
I really love
Yeah.
how they changed
have
the
solved all
shape
the
because the
problems.
first one had all those issues. Like, you know what? Let's make the next one. No. Let's do it the same. There's no way lightning's going to strike twice.
Yeah, we'll make that same damn exhaust port. That will never do it again.
I'm thinking
Same thing over
homage.
and over.
I'm thinking homage.
Well, you know, the bad guys
Yeah.
have to be stupid, right?
Well, wait a minute. No, I mean, that was Larry's port. Larry designed that. Larry got fired last week. And you know what? I don't want to get rid of his port. Like, I'm going to miss him forever.
Well, and lightning never strikes twice in the same spot, right? So if you want to make this thing perfect and infallible, you have the vulnerability be in the exact same spot, and nobody's going to hit that thing twice.
There's no way. Statistically impossible.
Wait a second. We're not talking about lightning, are we?
Impossible.
That's what he said.
I might be just making shit up now.
Impossible is categorically funnier than impossible.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Mickey, that was
agreed.
just funny.
That's right.
That was off the
Wow.
backboard. That was off
That
the
was,
backboard, Neil. I appreciate that.
Not on anti.
It wasn't
Funny.
funny.
Nice.
Star Wars 10. What happened to Larry?
I was just about to say it.
Marie says, points for me. We stopped doing the whole points thing. That was,
Because it wasn't fair.
I know.
It just wasn't fair.
Not after Tons of Mice got going.
Tons
We'd
of
all have like 40 points, 60 points. Tons of Mice like 1,970 points. It's like, what?
Coins.
Yeah, I don't mean to like. I'm just saying. I think you guys could use a little more moderation when it comes to Tons of Mice, because Tons of Mice is just causing fucking trouble. That's all I'm gonna say.
His name,
I ain't gonna say nothing more.
We love
baby
Tons of
like
Mice.
his name should be Tons of Points, because that's what the game turned into.
Tons of Mice is my sock account just to promote my OnlyFans.
What do you do on your OnlyFans?
Gloves.
It's called Only Gloves.
Oh my
Mm.
God.
Only gloves, that's right. I tried to share my OnlyFans, but I never got any takers. So.
Yes,
Mind you,
I
it's just
only
a
started
box
it because of Tons of
Mice.
Mice. So, it's the only reason.
And then
It got
watch,
approved. That account got approved.
and watch. You know what? 5-6 steps in the future, Skynet goes online because you did that. I'm just saying. I'm calling my shot.
It's long past the time when Skynet was supposed to go online, buddy. Long past the time.
Exactly. That's why it failed the first time. But who would have thought that if they did the same date but a different year?
You were slow, Nick. I got tipped first.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh well, and there's tons of. You see, this is why tons of mice. It's just I'm not even gonna. No.
See, I don't bother doing it because there's always some guy trying to compete and be first in here. So,
Yeah, I should have just realized that. I'm just been like, you know what? What? Well, no, but see, I don't want to do that because why should I let that asshole be first? Jesus.
just gonna let your AMAPs fight about it.
So you get to be the winner.
We're not supposed to be calling each other assholes in here.
What?
Wait till
I
we're
thought it was a
online.
term of affection. What?
Oh, well, maybe.
Oh, it's a term of affection. Oh shoot, I need to stop using it.
Oh yeah. You can't use
Term
that.
of endearment.
All right, there, you fucker.
It's like saying I love you, man, asshole.
Hey, Aunt Jared, I just want to point out, Aunt Jared, it's the thought that counts, right? So just because one person happens to be a touch faster on the draw, perhaps because he already has it bookmarked, I might add.
No, I had the
doesn't
page
mean
already
that
open,
other
so I just had to copy it.
Doesn't
Now
mean
we're
that
butthurt.
maybe there aren't other people who are trying to help and be productive around here.
No, we
is
moved
all I'm
right to
saying.
butthurt. See how that happened?
Yeah, wait. When did this become about me? Okay, when did this become about
About
all
30
my
seconds
issues?
ago.
That's what we're asking.
We're just trying to make you feel better, Nick. That's all.
Yeah, it's working great.
It gets you to shout and yell
Sure,
and
say cricket,
belch
cricket,
out all your
cricket,
sickness.
because nobody's
It's okay.
thanking you.
You can let it out. You can let it out.
Crickets. Are those crickets? Is that what those, yeah.
Those are crickets.
I thought they were green sheep.
They look like little chickens, actually, from way over here. But
They kind of look like chickens to me too, Neil.
They do look like chicken.
yeah, but you're stoned, Ollie. So
Yeah, well, that's true.
You said,
maybe,
yeah, well,
maybe I got a weed
I thought-
hangover.
I thought everybody except for Ben was. Did I miss something?
Probably. You're probably right, though.
Pretty good bet.
No, I'm not. But
Aw.
I know.
But you get that one beer, Neil.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
You get the
wasn't I?
one beer.
Where's your one
He's
beer?
going to come back with
I
God,
Yeah,
don't
but
miss out
cheers.
on that.
What's that?
Neil,
Was that Chris?
I'll smoke enough for you, Neil.
Okay.
I said,
Well, I have
next thing we know, Neil's going to come back with a 40-ounce beer. Just one beer. Just one beer.
one beer.
Everybody, everybody,
One
help
keg.
Neil out and take a hit.
All right.
Wait, what? Yeah, help me out. Yeah, I'll do it. What's the osmotically?
Live vicariously.
Osmosisly? Yeah, that works too. I'll just rub the screen.
Here you go, Neil.
Osmosis.
Here
We
you go,
haven't
buddy.
made
Have you-
Wonka Vision yet.
remember when I said remember when I said in-play?
But it
Looks like
can't
it's
be
doing
osmosis
ASMR.
because it's not water. It would just be simple
No,
diffusion.
I know. Yes, thank you. I know.
The fun in the room.
It's simple.
Coins.
Diffusion.
Diffusion.
I don't know. No, I'm just making shit up. I'll be right back though.
That's what he likes.
Okay, everybody
I'm
talk about
against
he's gone.
Oh.
I still
about
have my
them, Becker?
headphones on.
Gonna get a soda pop.
Damn it.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk.
We'll talk about him.
Yeah,
Damn
we're
it,
gonna
Mike,
do
you
that.
don't start that shit.
What you talking about?
So, well,
Nothing.
with Neil not here, this gives me a chance to ask Chris a question. And
here we go.
I'm known on the Discord as the disc golf guy. So I want to know: have you ever played disc golf?
I have.
What do you think of disc golf? When was the most recent time you went?
I love disc golf.
Excellent. Do you get out very often now?
No, but there is a disc golf course in the park that is literally within walking distance from my crib.
Cool.
Nice.
I just don't have the official frisbees. I've always wanted to do it. It's just like I've just never buckled down and done it. When I say buckle down and done it, I mean get my own frisbees to play.
They're about $20 each. You just got to go buy 2 or 3 of them,
Yeah, I know.
and that's all you really need.
Just need
Yeah,
one
it's
for
$60.
distance and one for
I got like 80 of them now. I don't know. It's just
Can you just
I-
ship me a couple
yeah.
then,
Send some.
Ollie, since you have
Yeah,
extra?
you don't need all of them.
Well,
Greedy
they're
ass.
worth less than. It would cost me more to ship than what some of them worth because they're all beat up and stuff. All
Okay,
discs.
can you
It would
just send
cost
me
less.
$60 so I can buy some then? Since
There
it's
you
the
go.
same difference.
It would cost less for you.
Cut the middleman
Oh,
right
that's not
out.
what you meant. Never mind.
How the hell? I leave the room and Ollie starts talking about fucking disc golf again.
Exactly.
As
I
soon as you
even said
got,
because
like,
you left.
5 feet away from the camera. Yeah.
I
Started.
know, Ollie. I heard you. I had these on still, and they
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
At least it's not
I
all
went-
about Nick now, though, so that's good.
I went for a round this morning. I shot even par. I was +2 coming out of the front 9 and shot -2 in the back
What
9.
it-
So
What did even par do to you?
nothing.
All right,
I just shot it.
I'll be over here. It's all good.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a good-looking dude. I think
If
maybe.
you don't know golf terms, I
Even
can't help you.
par. What you
Oh,
do with
we thought you
that
said
gun in
Ethan
your
Park.
hand?
Sorry.
No, even
I
par.
love how you're doing the air guitar too while you're doing that.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam. Hey, even par.
Even
par.
par. We both went to Pearl Jam.
That's
Yes.
what I shot at
No!
disc golf
No!
today. Even par. I'm gonna write a whole song now.
Do it.
Even par was a color of her energy.
What?
Oh.
I don't know.
Amber,
Oh,
311.
Ben's back.
Oh yeah.
I
311.
got my sody pop.
Soda pop.
I saw 311 before they were
Lollipop.
huge in a little fucking pub, just in the interior here, and I was like, these guys are pretty good. They're going to go places, and they ended up being pretty good.
311.
Yeah.
Ooh. Chris, what's the worst piece of musical equipment that you have that you can't bear to get rid of?
The worst.
Yeah.
Because we all got a
And listen, don't that answer last time about your kids is just don't go there. Don't go there. Just come up with something better.
None of that deep shit.
Yeah.
Worst piece of musical equipment.
But you have to keep it for sentimental reasons.
Admittedly, one of my favorite basses is just an entry level piece of crap that I just like. Hold on a second.
Is it an Ibanez?
It's exactly what it is.
Oh my god, I have it too. I bet I have it.
Is it just me, or the Ibanez is like famous for being entry level basses?
This monstrosity. So
Wait, hold on.
I have that.
You had
It's
a-
red.
now,
Fucking
do you
5
see
string
this
as an
little?
entry level bass?
Yeah, I mean entry level, as in there are like 4 levels of this bass that Ibanez makes, and this is the entry level cheapo version, as compared to the ultra version with like the beautiful inlays and the Jimmy Jams and the
Is that the?
electronics.
Let me see it again. Hold on.
One of those Jimmy Jams.
I actually really like the color.
It's the
Full
504.
screen.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I have a 304.
Oh, it's well loved too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So it's
it's got the wear in the right place.
right. So I
Right.
have this ramp. This allows me to do all my slappy stuff, and it's just a piece of crap. I'll never get rid of it.
Oh hell no! It's like it's well, if we had souls, it'd be like part of your soul.
Part of the family.
And I name my basses after men. I know that it's popular to name your guitars after women, but I slap and beat the fuck out of my basses, and I think it would be abusive.
Name them after all my schoolyard bullies.
Depends on the woman; they might like it.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. No king shaming here, man.
This is my fucking bass. Rude Jimmy. Fucking kept stealing my lunch.
Your bass kept stealing your lunch.
I said naming it after school bullies.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go shit. Bass is pretty.
Yeah, have another edible, Neil. You're good. You're good. We're all good.
I haven't even had one yet.
This is
Well, I wouldn't. I really hope
one.
that's not true.
I don't
No,
have
that's what we were talking about. He's anti-weed right now because he's on medicine.
Okay,
no.
well then that
I
explains
still
it.
smoke weed. I can't drink.
I'm about to say that. I don't know about that one.
Thought you weren't doing weed either. Wait, I'm
No,
confused.
weed's not a blood thinner.
Well, I
This
didn't
stuff
think
is.
so. I just thought you were just behaving on all fronts.
No.
Come on, this is
Right,
me we're talking about.
Oh, where's the real B, fucking imposter? I knew someone snuck in here. Where is she? Give her back. That's our.
No, I don't want her back. I'm good. Aha! Ben gets that one.
I do.
I know you do.
Also, so I was making the second half of my debunk of Answers in Genesis about the heart, and I noticed they released another article this week that is medically kind of in my wheelhouse, and I'm just like, why? They made an article trying to frame Lyme disease in a biblical worldview, and I'm like, why is this necessary? Like, how does this help you? So I kind of wonder if I need to make a video about it now.
Because the atheists are trying to give everybody Lyme disease, so they have to find some biblical way of, I don't know.
And it's funny because they go through this whole thing talking about how ticks can be beneficial, and like, yeah, but ticks aren't the problem. Borrelia burgdorferi is the problem. Yeah. Like, the tick's not causing the disease is causing the disease, and like the bacteria don't give a fuck about us. They don't. They just want to survive and reproduce. Like, they don't care.
They just figured out a way of transferring themselves around by using.
Yeah, like they don't care about us.
Effects. They are a parasite.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's like, it's not sin. Like, we didn't get Lyme disease because of sin. Like, there's no evidence of that.
You don't know that.
No diseases are because of sin. That's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Stupid.
The boogie is both an infectious thing and sinful because it's so sexlent. The boogie? No. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, my whole debunk of their heart article was basically talking about how the heart is a piece of garbage from a design standpoint. So,
it's terrible.
Because it is. It's awful.
The boogie is infectious.
Mice and bacteria are so cold.
They are. And yes, Titan, they are spirochetes.
There you go.
There's Titan. I know what I'm talking about. I gotta, all right.
Uh-oh. What? This sounds like
there's gonna be a fight.
Some history shit going on there.
Nick's just fighting everybody tonight.
You two just kiss and make up. Calm down. Yeah, Nick, what's going on, buddy? Do you need to talk?
You need to have
Sounds like you're having a rough night.
Well, I tried, but I came in wanting to talk, but everyone's like, "We want to have fun tonight. We don't want to listen to what Nick has to say. So just have your show."
All right, who's playing therapist tonight? Whose job is it?
I got a better question.
It's
Who
me.
the fuck is Nick? Got him. There it is.
There you go. Cough that demon out.
Yeah.
We need an exorcism.
I sinned 1 or 2 dozen too many times, and I've got a chest cold.
I'm sorry. It's my fault because I have the.
Yeah, it's totally your fault, Ben.
I summoned it.
It's totally your fault.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No other atheist in the room could have caused that. It's definitely you, buddy.
Well, I guess I'm actively summoning it though, like with my background.
You're welcome.
Well, to be fair, it's everybody's fault because after Adam and Eve and the apple thing, we're all just
We're all sinners.
It's a happy-go-lucky kind
I'll
of.
just put myself here. Okay.
There you go. Back into prison. That's better, Ben. Thank you.
Joke's on them. I can't spell.
Hey, Titan said, "Let me in. I'll straighten out Nick on it."
Oh Jesus! Please, please, let's not get him a link. No, he doesn't need a link. He really doesn't need a link.
That sounds like a reason to send a link. I don't know.
Looks to me like Mike is doing that right now.
I would do it. I would do it.
Well, I'll just sit back.
Right? Look, I'm just getting comfortable like this.
Like, I'm just here for the show.
Oh, I got a popcorn maker in the kitchen.
There's a show.
Yep.
Coffee, pot, cigarettes. Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready.
Oh, the destroyer of channels is nigh. Okay, great.
The destroyer of channels. Uh-oh.
Notice
Theo said Swiss Discovery.
Mikey's thumb hasn't made a twitch, so.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Am I
He
in
doesn't
prison?
have Parkinson's.
I'm in
He
prison.
doesn't come on screen. He doesn't come on streams.
Who, Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does on very, very,
Very rare.
very rare occasions, but it's 1 in 100 maybe.
Yes, mice. I put Dr. Ben in prison.
For summoning Satan. I know.
He was slinging around that atheism
Not
shit. And we're
supposed
afraid
to
the
do
rocks are
that.
going to get hurt, so
Yeah.
we had to do something about it.
Somebody popped in.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Uh-oh.
Do not pass go.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh. Wait a sec. Is he 3 laws bound, though?
You'd think, but no. We're not that lucky. He still hasn't figured out how to work the mute button, so at least there's that.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, we'll get you anyway, but... Oh, you there?
Is this thing on?
It is now.
Can you not hear us, Titan, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm transferring.
All right.
Yeah,
That was the
world
longest
domination
explanation I have ever heard.
World domination is a busy. He's got like 16 monitors going. He's got to figure out to get us on the right one and such.
Yes, there are now prison now allows gaming chairs. Absolutely.
That's right.
I watched an absolutely dreadful piece on John Oliver's last week tonight about how there's so many like southern prisons that refuse to get air conditioning. Like, well, if you want air conditioning, don't go to jail. I was like, that doesn't mean we just boil people alive if they commit a crime. What are you talking about?
The new euthanasia.
Yeah, let me just. Oh, what's that? You have heart conditions? Yeah, let me just put you in let me put you in a 106-degree cell for fucking 18 hours a day.
I really do. I really am for law enforcement and for prison and yay, let's But on the flip side, it's like they're still human beings. Last I checked, and this idea that they can never vote again, and this idea that it's okay if they're not having all their rights, and rape is okay in prison as well. Hey, they deserve it. It's holy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
The conditions in some southern prisons are pretty bad. If you know what Angola State Prison is in Louisiana, I mean, it's almost a death sentence to go there more than 5 years.
And then there's this really new thing out called COVID-19, which,
What?
Which has been great for all the people. Go ahead, Neil.
I want to say real quick here, the guest of honor tonight, Mr. Motti, is got to go soon. So I think we should give him another chance to play a little tune before he makes his departure from tonight's after party.
Oh, listen, departure. He got the big
Well,
words.
this got depressing fast.
Oh well, yeah. Well, no, I'm just so glad I finally got to be on a stream with Mr. Mozzie. It's been a dream of mine for forever.
Nick, did you accidentally turn your camera on? Yeah, he had to double and triple check because it's
I fucking did, Mikey. What really ticks me off is for a lot of people, I just see right now, Mikey gets me every fucking time.
Every time.
I pay him extra for that, Nick, just so you know.
Well, he's worth every penny. Thanks, fucker.
Have producer, have hitman.
For the record, it is pronounced Mowdy. Here's the way that I the mnemonic device that I've come up with. When you say hello to me and it rhymes, you're pronouncing it correctly. Howdy, Mowdy.
Oh, there you go.
So the T is silent and the D is invisible. Perfect.
The D is invisible.
And the correct spelling is with a schwa and an umlaut.
It's a T
Getting way too technical.
It's a T with a dot over it. Just think about it for a while.
Where's the glottal stop fit in?
Yeah, exactly. It's pronounced the same as what's his face's kid, fucking Elon Musk. It's got numbers and
all
shit
a
in
bunch of
there.
characters and yeah, it's
You
like
can't
some
even
videos-
that AE mixed together joint.
It's like
So
an
Titan left?
Apple-generated passcode.
Oh, did he go? Maybe he was just in to bust my balls for a little bit. But no. Let's listen to Mozzie do his thing because I'd really like to hear that.
Guy.
Mozzie, Molly. He's going to call you everything else.
I know. Let's see, is this the right tab? Yep, that'll do. All right, so there's an instrumental, but it's fun. So just so you know what I'm doing, I actually have a concept that I'm trying to work through this, and I'll try to say it in rhythm over the beat. So what I have is I'm going to be in the key of E, and I have this line that I'm just moving up chromatically, which just means a half tone at a time. And for the good chunk of the song, that is going to be constant through all these crazy chord changes that I'm going to be playing. So if you're a musician and you can hear that through line through the first half of this, then good for you.
You did it.
Thanks for listening. And it goes on and on from there, but I'm not going to bore the hell out of you.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was fun.
I'm glad that you dug it.
Oh, Mark Rabier. That's who I was gonna ask you about before.
That's what it was. I was muted. Sorry. I was going to say I loved it, man. I thought you're skilled at that shit, man, and I think it's brilliant. It's fantastic.
There was a bunch of clams in there, but hey, man, warts and all.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
So, Mikey, remind me of who's the cat that you were just saying?
Mark Rebier. You can see he streams like on. He started doing on like Twitch and shit maybe like a year ago. He's like a former accountant, but he like took all these years of piano. So what he does is he fucking just gets on there with his loop pedal and makes some of the raunchiest, groovy ass shit ever.
Spell
and he's in a
name.
Rebillet.
Excellent. Got it.
My man is a fucking clown, but for whatever reason, he's.
Oh, I know exactly who this dude is. Yes.
Yes!
He's from outer goddamn space. I love him to death.
I want to know, before you go, Chris,
Hilarious. What's up, brother?
who's your favorite bass player? Like if you had to pick one that you would say you could go up on stage and do a bass off with, who would it be?
Who can you take?
Well,
Not that you can take, but you could at least play with them.
Who are you gonna body bag?
Jesus! Wow, that escalated fucking quickly.
Can we put Mikey in the prison cell?
Who dies
It's like
tonight?
Mikey's being the Luther for everything that
Yeah.
Neil is saying. You know,
Yeah.
what kind of bassist do you appreciate? The one you can knock the fuck out.
Who you trying to body bag? Because one of them got to go.
So,
my arms.
there's two paths I can take on this, right? One is, I am my favorite bass player.
Very good.
Right? And not in like the most arrogant, like I am the best bass player. That's not at all what I mean. But kind of like I consider it to like cooking, right? I cook the food that I like, and I like the food that I cook. I am pursuing the craft that I'm pursuing because I like it, and I like the progress that I'm making on it. So that's one way of answering it. Another one is to drink from a mason jar.
Just throwing that out there.
Another is
Don't though, because it's glass. It'll shatter and get everywhere.
Yeah, F that noise. Currently living or dead or ever or like what?
It could be currently living or dead, because my favorite is now passed away. Actually passed away a while ago, but still.
So it used to be Jaco. Jaco Pastorius used to be my guy.
You just named mine.
And so for those of you that aren't familiar with Jaco Pastorius, he made popular a very specific style of bass playing. He played a fretless bass. And
Yes,
he would, so for instance...
Fuck, he was amazing.
He came from an R&B background. So when he was playing jazz, he was funking it up with lines like this. His 16th notes were outstanding, like, muddo. Nope, you shut the F up, Mr. Drums.
Drumming!
Like that line right there sounds like a cool R&B thing. Jaco would do it like this. Let me see if my chops are up for this. He'd be like... He was and he'd be killing it, like just killing it with the drummer, right?
Yeah,
fucking fretless.
So good. Yeah,
fucking fretless.
Seriously, guys, look up some Jaco Pastorius stuff on YouTube. You will not be disappointed.
Right? Come over, all that. So my favorite bass player, to be honest, is Larry Graham. Larry Graham is the bass player who invented slap pop. And he was originally a guitar player, and he played it in a church, and the drummer didn't make it, so he had a bass, and his mom played keyboard, so he used his thumb as the kick drum, and his pluck as the snare. So and then he introduced that technique to the world in the song. Thank you for letting me be myself, like a. Okay, so that's the first time slap pop was heard ever. And then he left Sly and the Family Stone to form his own band called Graham Central Station. They made they cut their teeth on a song called Hair, right? So it's a hold on a second. Something like that. I haven't played it in a long time. Please forgive my chops aren't all that warmed up. And that's hella difficult to play, by the way. And he's singing on top of it. That's the craziest part. He's like, wait a second. People ask me everywhere, is that really all your hair? Like, and he's killing it, just killing it in a way that I just didn't. So Larry Graham, absolutely Larry Graham.
Yeah, for sure. He's phenomenal too. And I've in my top 5 anyways, I'm also going to have to put a modern bass player in there, Les Claypool.
Les Claypool is a
beast. Yes. He's a beast. And Flea from Chili Peppers as well.
Oh, yeah. Flea's the one who kind of got me started on a slap thing because he
made
made it accessible. He made it
Well, he
accessible
tells
because
Pistorius as his idol, sort of thing, right? Like he says
Yeah.
that was the guy he looked up to.
and Coltrane, John Coltrane was his big idol.
Coltrane.
But he made
Yeah, that's
popular
true.
the 16th note thing. The
Yeah.
so he made that real accessible. So
Stevie Wonder.
So
their
he
cover, Higher Ground.
Yeah, so he made that all accessible, and then Stu Ham. I don't know if you guys remember, like Stu Ham played with like Steve Vai, and he was like in the Billy Sheehan vein, and he did the. So was it? What
the harmonic stuff.
That's it. He did like a banjo style slap stuff. So like for me, that is like the progression of like bass awesomeness. But then of course I was into like Billy Sheehan with his leg, tapping and all that crazy happy horse shit. And
It's
then,
almost as if Eddie Van Halen was on a bass there.
what is it?
Eruption on the bass. Yes, Oz, we mentioned Primus. I brought up Les Claypool.
Claypool. And in case you didn't notice, I didn't try to imitate Les Claypool and everybody else I did.
Everybody's got their limits, man. It's okay.
You can't imitate Claypool.
It's like you need to stop making sense on bass, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's Les Claypool.
That's
because
Claypool,
like,
exactly. Yeah. He goes from one end to the other in like a flash of a second. It's like, whoa, dude.
And like that's the pattern.
Possible.
And that's exactly how he plays it every time. And that's just
Son was a race car driver. And then he's doing that weird shit over the top. It's like, all right, calm down.
Sorry, man. My favorite of his has got to be Tommy the Cat.
Yes, say baby,
That
don't
fucking
about me.
Oh man, that fucking shit that he plays in there blew me away. First time I heard it, I was like,
that's outstanding. I'm
on a whole new level of loving bass players right now. So yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I got to get going.
Chris,
it is past my
pleasure.
bedtime. I'm an old person. There's two very specific things I want to say. Well, three very specific things I want to say before I leave. One is to you, the host, Neil. I said it in Twitter, and I'm going to say it again. I very much appreciate how dedicated you are to your mother, and how public you are about it. I think that is commendable, and I think that please keep doing it. Please modeling
Mom's
that
mom.
behavior.
Without her, I'm not who I am today. So, Mom's mom. You got to be there for Mom.
If I weren't atheist, I would say amen. Right?
It's okay. You can say ramen.
Ramen. And then to be just be. I was watching one of your hangs, and it was recommended to me by the Holy Spackle.
Oh,
and
thanks.
I liked it very much.
I appreciate that.
It reminded me of the old school Google Plus hangouts that I was a part of, some 10, 12 years ago.
Here's an idea real quick.
Thank you.
B, you should have Chris on one of your hangouts. So we could play a
I
little
really
bit
should.
I really should. Late hangouts. I need to let everyone know I'm normally 2 hours asleep by now. I'm a domesticated old fart.
I usually start at 8:30 Eastern, and then I'm done by, I don't know, whenever the hell we stop.
Yeah, but you can make an exception.
8:30 Eastern.
Yeah,
Midnight Eastern, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I could probably shift it by like 30 minutes earlier, but that's about it. Because I work, job, bills.
Of course. I smell you.
Fucking bills.
Fucking bill.
Just
It's always that unexpected bill.
Just don't pay him.
And Marty, I got to tell you, or however you pronounce your last name, Mozzie, Molly, Marty.
Yeah, exactly. I'll almost respond to anything.
Mowdy. That's right, Mowdy. Yeah, now you'll Nick's fucked it up so bad. And then now you'll just
Howdy, Mowdy.
Marty.
He's a Mountie.
Mowdy. I'd love to come on one of your episodes of something at some point.
Yes.
So
yeah, I can do the atheist. I'd like to hear your jam.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't
your position
play
on the
anything.
belief. Well, no, not the. Well, I'd love that as well. I mean, you fit on every single one. We can have a casual conversation on good and all. You're a musician, so we can do Flavor Tooth. You have positions on belief. I could have you on atheist.
That'd be fun, man. I think
I can have you on all of them. 3 days in a row. It'll be like the Star Wars trilogy.
Except all the younglings will make it to the last episode.
The first one will be all brown overtones. The second one will be all black and white. Wait, no. What were the color scheme differences?
Oh, there were definitely a black and whites with the Hoth.
The green and brown was the second one with the Ewoks.
That's the third one.
That's the third one. Okay,
technically it's the sixth one, but
technically,
and then black and white was Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Cool. That's
the
we'll do color coordinated for each episode.
You know, it's funny because I even have. Hang on right here for a second before you take off. I even have shit
I
like
won't
this.
do it.
There we go. You got the X-wing background,
I love it.
Or the Death Star background.
Man, when we were kids and Kenner had these.
Oh fuck! Don't even.
I'm so jealous of my friends that had the whole sets because I never got that. I just had the action figures.
I had the action figures.
I still have my Darth Vader carrying case.
Do you?
With some of the original. Cool.
If you have any of the figures that had the vinyl capes, then you're sitting on some money.
Oh, but they're all out of the box.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The vinyl capes are worth so much money.
And the sabers that come out of their hands.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that you could.
Yeah, except I chewed on it.
Yeah, I know. I did too. One of them,
everybody chewed on those damn things. Are you kidding?
It's the craziest.
And no one knows why.
Didn't matter.
Well, because they were thicker and then they went thinner at the end, and you're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Just gnaw that right off of there. Well, now his saber's too short.
That's what she said.
I was just gonna say that's what she said.
Now he's got a light dagger.
I got you, Neil.
All right, everybody. Have an awesome evening. If you want to get in touch with me on Twitter, it's like at dinnertable13, I think is my handle.
It is. And all the links are actually, all the links there. If you missed the original interview, there's a link for that below, and you can find all of Mowdy's inks over there.
Yes.
And also, Neil always does a thank you tweet, so we'll all be able to connect on that, and that's why he does it. So
that's what I'm talking about.
He straightened me out recently about that. I got it all down pat now.
That was
right to straight down.
I like
a salesperson for it now. And if you order now, you'll get a free set of Ginsu knives, a trip to Puerto
You can get your very own fancy flashlight.
And after watching one of my show, we will. And you can get some Rolaids too, because you're gonna need them.
To go with the beer.
Got a little agita.
That's right.
All right, everyone, have a fantastic evening.
See ya.
You too, Christopher. Thanks, man.
All right, let's talk about him.
No,
yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I like him.
Officially now, he's fucking family now, this guy.
That's it. Yep.
I was gonna do a eat at the dinner table joke, but I don't think that's appropriate. Sorry. Oh shit! I better start booking some people. Fuck.
Yeah, maybe on the right days.
I got 1, 2, 3, only 4 booked for August. What the fuck is this shit?
I can't help you, Neil. I get all my guests and friends from here.
Neil,
that's funny.
That's where I found Ben.
That is funny.
That's where I met Holly. And this guy over here, man, this guy won't shut up. Can you just tell him to shut up? I mean, he's just been talking his whole entire time.
I know.
Neil's channel is kind of like the bucket that everybody kind of dips their bowl into.
Get a little bit of that soup.
Yeah.
I officially hit 200 subs.
Oh, no way. Awesome.
Just tonight.
Well, no, you got to give it 2 weeks because it'll jump up and down. Then once it stays like 10 above, then you say you're there. I had to wait like 2.5, 3 weeks for that. Mine kept going up and down, and now I'm officially over 500.
Nobody cares enough about me to have it
same
go up and down. It might go up and down like one person, but it's been pretty consistent for me.
I honestly think my old people are dropping off because I started out doing tiny home stuff. And I think the old people from that are starting to go, oh, God, I'm sick of seeing this.
My content is the same as it has been. The one thing is because I have my 2 more atheist videos coming soon. Once those come, I might lose some people because...
You probably will, yeah.
Because but...
Well, every time you do anything a little different, somebody will go, there's going to be some hater out there. It's fine.
Well, yeah, and just because I haven't really touched the religion issues yet, but like once I start touching that, some people are going to be not so happy.
You touched their no square.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you should do it like on a board where you can touch the
Oh shit!
Whiteboard.
I didn't even notice this. Sorry, guys. When I was talking about moms and stuff, my condolences to you and your family, Oz.
Oh, jeez, Oz. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
dude.
sorry.
Fuck, dude.
Big hugs, my friend.
Yeah, seriously.
I know people always say this, but if you need to talk or anything, I'm always here.
Oz is the homie. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Been there, man.
No easy way through it.
Oh yeah, and then he goes to be with mom, you know, on her final days before they lay her down, and the family treats him like shit. Like, can you like? This is one of the things about religion that just fucking irks me to no end.
Yep.
God, I'm so glad my family's not like that. Fuck.
Well, whoops. You got our you got our support 100%. You know that, Oz.
Absolutely.
To your mom.
It's Mama Oz.
I mean, I'm just drinking coffee, but I'll toast.
No matter.
Yeah, mine's a soda pop, so.
B, we have the same mug. We have the same container for coffee, by the way.
Oh, you like these Stanleys are great, aren't they?
Mine's
No
by
leak?
Thermos, but it's the same thing. Yeah. Same
Yeah,
design,
Thermos,
by Thermos.
Latin Stanley, whatever. It's pretty much the same company, yeah. But it's
Oh,
legit.
B.
I knocked that over at work, and it like fell off the desk and hit the tile floor and rolled across and hit a wall.
Totally
not a drop of coffee, and there was just one little tiny chip out of it.
I know mine's pretty rugged too. It's got a couple of dents because you know I get pissed off at people when they can't drive a forklift properly. So I throw it at them.
The bottom line is just,
Oh, B.
What?
So I have one of my patients from yesterday and today. He got discharged today, but he started calling me Bud. It was like we bonded over the military.
Cool,
he's like 59 and was Navy or something, but like we bonded over that, and it's
Yeah,
so
that's
funny.
cool, man.
Made me think a little bit of you though. Like, I'm called Bud now.
Yeah.
Oh, so B's 59 now all of a sudden?
No, but just like
the
little
part. The bud part. Don't slow her down there, Neil. Whoa, boy. Whoa. Don't get crazy. Maybe take out the whip. Oh, never mind. We're not going there.
Whoa. All right, I'm just going to let them have...
I'm ready.
Weird.
I think you guys need some time together. And
I think Neil wants to be whipped by a trans man is what I think's going on here. Good
I'll take it. Sure, why not?
But I have noticed something going back
still
a little bit
dickless, you're
before
safe.
this conversation. So I have noticed I'm treated way differently at the hospital compared. And granted, there might also be differences between when I was an EMT versus now, like being a med student. There's probably some differences there, but being perceived as a woman versus being perceived as a man is very, very different.
Ooh.
And I was saying this like in the pre-show a little bit. One of my classmates, who's a woman, one of her patients today told her that he would pay her $200 if she would cook for him. Which, like,
what?
He would never have said that to a
weird.
male medical student.
Fuck no.
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe you already could cook. I don't know.
Ben, I've had a similar experience I'm going to share with you.
Mhm.
So, I am bound now. So I went to the laundromat where normally nobody talks to each other. People just bump into each other, walk by each other. There's no conversation.
Not in the
Two
laundromat,
guys
I
say,
don't
"Excuse me, sir." Oh, you're saying excuse me. Oh, usually I'm invisible.
Yeah, people talk to me a lot more now too.
You're fine, sir. You're fine. I'll get right out of your way here.
Yeah, people talk to me a lot more as well. And also, I have not been called a nurse, whereas all of my like female classmates have been called a nurse at some point.
Wow.
And it's very different. And I'm sure, like, I don't know, because when I was an EMT working with like any males, like they were always weird and like, I don't know, they were just very condescending and wouldn't listen to you. They wouldn't be very receptive if you like wanted to do anything like clinically. Like they'd kind of brush you off almost as if you didn't know what you were doing. Like, and this is my second day in the hospital as a medical student. So like brand new to like functioning as a doctor, and like everyone's so receptive to like everything that I'm doing. Like it's wild. And the only difference is I'm seen as a man.
I think there's like
I have to start like putting my phone on record when I walk in stores. I should start doing that. Just hit the record when I get in a group of people and just see what the difference is. Because it's not
wild.
I mean, I live in a
It's
very
wild.
liberal area, and people don't care who you are, and people normally say excuse you in most places, but in the places where nobody talks, like the laundromat, it's just kind of weird that even happened. Like nobody talks to each other.
See, I'm in conservative Arizona at a Catholic hospital, so that might be my part of it.
I had an old white woman talking to me. Oh my God, I wonder if she was hitting on me. I didn't even think about it.
Maybe.
No, it's not good. I got rules. I got limits, Neil. Everybody's got limits. I got rules. That's
hey, you
why
got
I'm probably never gonna be like settled
I
down
got
and
no
married.
fucking
'Cause I
limits.
got
'Cause
rules.
why limit yourself?
Hey, you got a bank account. They need loving too. And they're willing to pay top dollar.
I
You
could
got
probably
that.
get away with that, honestly.
You know what? Where's that whip you were just talking about?
I could have got away with that
no.
last year, though.
Oh no.
Go get that whip you was just talking about. I got an idea.
Right back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Be like Neil.
A single beat. As soon as you
Hey, off
went
my
to go,
lawn, you little bratch.
as soon as you went to go get it, a single bead of sweat came out. Like, oh no, no, it's happening again. It's happening again.
Star Wars
I hate it when-
11.
I hate when somebody calls my
The
bluff.
limits.
Oh,
of
no.
I don't know if it should be Star Wars.
What is that?
What? That's a whip sound effect.
Maybe more like Boob Wars 11. I don't know.
It sounds like a
Not a
giant
whip.
stapler. That is a giant stapler in a big echoey room.
Yeah, it's like someone's using this huge
Gavin
stapler
around?
in a fucking warehouse somewhere.
Where's Gavin?
My stapler. My stapler.
I think you have my stapler.
First time I saw that, it actually reminded me of a Saturday Night Live. I think it was Kids in the Hall sketch, where the guy's like, he's like, my pen, and he's hanging onto the side of the cab as he's driving away. He's like banging on the way. He's like, my pen, my pen.
Who's got my pen?
This? It's like, yeah, my pen. And he goes, oh fuck, and he rolls the window down and gives it to him. Like it's like he didn't realize that he kept the pen. And the guy's
I am that guy.
over the fucking bill.
I am that guy.
The guy that will chase after, or the keeper?
I'm the chase after her because
Oh.
I work in retail, and it's you might as well be in the service industry. A good pen is worth your weight in gold.
Oh yeah, you
And
can never find one
goddamn.
that writes. It's
Yeah.
a real retail law. I used to keep mine clipped
Dude.
on my shirt.
If
Exactly.
it writes, it's a fucking pen, and it's they're fucking
See,
diamond-
I knew you were a
Good
monster.
pens.
I knew you
Good
were a
pens.
monster.
No, but the
a
point
good
is
pen
that in
so
a
much
retail
better.
environment, there's there's pens everywhere. They sell them, but the
Yep.
store never has pens, or the place, whatever it is, warehouse. We used to we could never find them on Amazon either. I'm like, we have
Well,
like
that's what's
5
from the
million
police
pens in
department.
this warehouse, and we don't have any.
You know, it's Mr. Sheriff. There you go.
Oh, new
Do you just
new
are you one of the
Westminster
people that
Sheriff.
just steals pens from people?
Oh yeah, I steal them all.
I was about
Oh,
to
yeah,
say,
I take
I bet he's the guilty one. That's why
I don't
he's talking
steal
like
mine.
It's
that.
the pen stealer.
This pen
He's
here,
the-
I got all kinds.
He don't even know. Here's the thing: you don't even remember where you get the pens, do you? You just always
Yes, I
have
do.
pens, don't you?
They have to have places on them, like iBox, right? This one's made of cardboard, actually.
Ah, that's kind
I
of
like the Sharpie gel pens. Those are the
This
best
one's
ones.
yeah. Any of the
No.
gel
Yeah.
pens, the fine gels, they're great.
Yes.
I love them.
love
I'm
it.
gonna send.
there's a
Ben, I'm
law
gonna send
firm
you-
one that I ripped off somewhere.
I'm gonna send you a link to the best pens.
I have
in
all
the
my
history
pens in
of
my
Earth.
truck. I can't show you mine.
Okay, I will buy
I
the
got my
best pens.
Sharpie for signing
Yes,
autograph.
These are.
Hey, Mikey, Ben is
Yes.
not going to spend $700 on a pen. You might as well just stop right now, buddy.
Yeah, I have
I know all about
limits.
your
I have
pen.
monetary limits.
I'm not gonna tell anybody how much the pens cost.
He's a med student. He can't afford. If it's more than a $10 pen, he's probably not going to be able to afford
I
it.
was like, I
Oh,
spend
it's-
about.
Dude's got to
$10
eat
on a-
meat. That's more important than a pen.
I do got to eat meat.
I'm not
yeah.
saying how much the pens cost, and I'm not giving everybody the link because all I need is for them to start getting popular, and then I can't get my pen no more. So yeah.
With the meat thing, ever since I started testosterone, like I crave red meat like all the time.
It happens.
And I did not. That was not a thing before. Like I used to crave carbs all the time. Like I craved pasta a lot. I don't crave pasta as much now. Like it's just meat.
That's why jerky is a thing.
Yeah.
I got a big bag of it. Should I mail it to you?
God damn it. Hi, Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
You'll know when I graduate from my residency because I will go out and buy like the best pen. I'm like, oh, Ben got his first attending paycheck today.
Oh, okay. There's a new song coming now.
$50
Ben's pen. No, Ben's pen.
Ben's pen.
Ben's pen.
That'll be my second OnlyFans account. So I'll have my gloves page and my pen page.
Only pens?
Only
Ben's pens.
And it'll be the name of the channel is The Ben is Mightier Than the Sword.
Oh.
That actually sounds awesome.
Thank you. I had half of an edible, so I'm like a little high, but mostly here.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a.
Man, you guys, I gotta catch up.
I had a rough day today.
I had some mustard and some.
I need to make some kind of like video series or like a live show called "The Ben is Mightier Than the Sword."
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
What? What? You like it now that Ben said it? I just
feel like
said
you
it.
should.
Oh, I didn't hear it, Mikey.
I
like it when
you
you
should
said
change
it
the
too.
word sword too. Find something that rhymes with it and change
Ben
it.
is-
The Ben is
'cause I feel
mightier
like
than the.
It'd be a great name for like a debunk series or like
Right.
a
Well,
stream
that's
or
what I'm
something.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, use a word that would fit in there that rhymes with sword. That would be
Lord.
appropriate
Not a lot
for
of words
debunking
rhyme
and
with
shit.
Glord. Glord.
No, Horde. I like Horde.
Horde?
Mightier than the Horde. I like
Mightier
That's
than
true,
the
yeah.
Ford.
Ooh,
The automotive section.
Yes.
That's
There you
actually
go.
great.
The Ben
I
is
should.
mightier
I'll
than the
make that
Horde.
my little debunk series.
And then you could put it in parentheses, the MAGA horde.
The
These
MAGA.
guys are fucking idiots.
Maggot horde.
Yeah, they are.
I'm
No,
telling
come
you,
on.
we all need to stop and take a moment, like a little 10-second break here, and thank MAGA.
What?
Because how much shit
No.
would we not
we
be able to
don't.
make content about if those idiots were running around, running their mouths with
find
no
some.
knowledge?
At what
Thank
cost?
you,
Comment
MAGA.
though.
What cost?
Comment though. Look at the chat.
Depends on the horse. Some of those are pretty tough, man. You gotta watch them. Be safe, Ben. Be safe. Pay top dollar. Don't go cheap.
No, you really can't skimp on things like that.
Yeah, no.
Always look for the ones with
There's
the
no bargain versions.
That's also how you'll know I got my first attending paycheck.
dentures. Find one with dentures.
All right, I'm going to take a quick little breather. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be right here waiting for you, Neil.
Well,
Oh, I'm gonna miss that guy.
Go
Damn,
ahead.
Neil's fast.
Go ahead, Ollie. I know you want to talk about it.
he just knows that Mikey's going to.
That's what she said.
Nah.
What am I going to talk about now?
Oh,
Disc
you're
golf
right.
again?
Yeah. What?
I already brought it up.
What?
I'm good. I'm all
What?
right.
What happened? What'd you say?
Nothing. We already spoke about disc golf earlier. We don't need to speak about it again.
Touche,
Today.
my friend.
Oh, here it is. So you can get a 5-pack of these pens for $12.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
It is. You know what? I'm feeling benevolent.
Oh man, I
I'm
was trying to
feeling
go look at
benevolent.
Ben's page because Mice put the link up, but I'm not on OnlyFans.
I don't think that's my actual OnlyFans page. I think
Who
that's
knows?
the one
That one says Ben is mightier than the Ford.
Yeah, no, it's Only Gloves is the real one.
It took me to OnlyFans though. It literally took me to the page
Yeah.
and asked me to sign in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch him. Oh shit. Mikey, check Twitter.
No. I refuse. I will.
Quit playing your game and check it out.
No. It's a new game. And
It's just
I'm doing very
it's some
well.
good information for you.
Okay.
Oh, Best
But
in
in the
Show
meantime-
and Chemo are in. But in the meantime,
Why?
So,
are
man,
Where's
we're
those
here?
pens?
I'm
Where's that
no,
link
you're
to
gonna
those pens?
no, you're gonna share the link. I know you are because you think
Ben
it's,
needs to
you
be
think
full
it's-
screen.
You think it's gonna be funny, and then my pen will be gone forever, and it'll be on back order for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Zach, what's up with you, man? How's the ride?
Kind
How's
of long and slow. I barely even got, comparatively speaking, I barely got anything done to it because I've had to deal with fucking school and work.
Those are the worst.
Fucking work is always interfering with fun.
Getting in the way of your car plans.
Hopefully, the next couple of weeks, though, it'll be back out.
Nice.
Sure, what the fuck?
Oh my god, do I need to
There's
be in the
all
chat?
that could happen. There's all those mud wrestling whores out there. They're everywhere.
Yeah, the chat's getting special.
What is happening?
I don't know. Jer's going crazy.
And
Oh no, but I had to change my background again. So
no, leave it there.
Sexy Mikey has a 5-pack. This is why I don't look at the chat. I'm just constantly being berated and abused. And everyone just laughs. It's just so funny. Ha ha.
The only thing funny was you whining about it, really.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't laugh at the comments, but when you react to them, then I laugh. CC,
It's such a good comic device. I can't not use it. It's just too good.
I know. I get it. Hey, I'm the first one to pick on myself. It's fun like that. You get some really good laughs out of it.
Ooh.
Of course, I exaggerate the entire thing and make it way worse than what it was. It's funny.
Okay.
And actually, Mikey, since you asked about it,
Oh, you got a picture of it? New pics?
well, I
video?
got the most recent
Picture
one.
didn't happen.
The most recent one I took of it, because this was when it was still on the ground. But I've
I
got
mean,
back up on
technically,
jack
it's
stands.
only like, what, a third of an inch off the damn ground now.
half, but yeah,
Half a fucking inch. That's insane.
I'm going lower once it's back out on the road, because I want to get the car down to about 2 millimeters of ground clearance, ideally.
So, do you have a skid plate just down there for when
Not
it
yet.
when it inevitably?
You're not gonna be able to drive through most neighborhoods because they all have speed bumps.
I was just going to
Oh,
say
my-
speed bumps are going to screw you.
My apartment complex has speed bumps, but I have to take them at like a 35-degree angle at about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
If I go any slower, I'll get stuck on the speed bump. Don't ask me how I know.
Man, I saw
Not important.
an old Ford truck today, right? It was like a 78. It was beautifully rebuilt. Like it was a beautiful, like it was really nice. And the guy put these big, super low pro, the ones that just have the 4 pieces of metal and they're like bright, shiny, overdone fake chrome. And they're huge. They were like 38 inch or something or 40. They were huge. Now,
My
just for
man.
people that don't know, most cars have like 15 inch or 13 inch cars, right? So it's this huge
Ooh.
these huge tires. I just died laughing. What kind of car is that?
It's a 91 Nissan 300ZX.
Ah, nice. It's one of the good years.
A couple of my drunk friends decided to paint eyes on the fucking windshield, so
Yeah, I see that. Cool, man.
Well, cars and drinking are, at least garages and drinking are hand in hand.
well, I had
Yeah.
one friend of mine who was pissed drunk and high on paint fumes, and he painted my entire engine bay, primered and painted it.
See, that's how you get some cheap labor.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get my neighbor high on some paint fumes to see if I can
Right.
get my house cleaned or something.
So here, man, can you just hang out in here for a little bit? Man, I am dizzy. I know. Here's a brush. That's crazy. Here, yeah, just do a really good job, okay?
It's insane.
Let's see.
Act
I'm
like I was.
gonna-
just act like I was paying you for this.
I went to the they have a Spanish market that they do because I'm in a Spanish state. Anyway, so they have the Spanish market they do, and they sell all this different specifically for like indigenous Mexican people, or and then there's like a little section with like people that do like Native American art and stuff like that, and then there's just like this huge art section that's all just handmade stuff that's all different. So I walked up and this guy had all these cans. He took all these metal cans, like the big soup cans and little soup cans, and he took a oxyacetylene cutter torch and like cut different designs in it, made them into like lights and all this different shit. And I was like, dude, I said, this is recycling. He was like, yeah, man, I get all my material for free. All I have to do is like buy the lights and stuff that go in them. And I was like, that's fucking great. And they looked really cool. And he goes, yeah, I just eat like half a mushroom and smoke some pot. And there you go. Like the design's right there in front of me. And I'm like, okay, all right. He goes, but you got to watch it. Sometimes you get a little too crazy with the mushrooms, eat a little bit too much. You're like, all right, I got to put the torch down. I'm like, wow, man, I swear to God. But he was brilliant, fucking brilliant. But he had to be like half tripping to do his shit. It's the most bizarre shit that's ever happened to me in my life. I've never had just tell me that shit. Like, yeah, dude, I trip. That's what I do.
That's how I make most of my
I play with like dangerous torches with oxyacetylene where I could kill myself and I trip.
Yeah, I'm usually just like sitting there with like an iPad and like a way too strong rum and coke.
Well, I do woodworking and I do have rules. I don't smoke or drink and saw. I don't, because accidents happen and my body parts may not be the best, but I want them all attached. All my fingers, my knees, whatever. Yeah.
If you cut your knee off, please go directly
to
Dr.
I've
Ben.
seen people do some crazy.
And Dr. Ben will let you know that your knee is gone forever.
My brother was using an angle grinder on a Navy ship when he was in the Navy. And there was some kind of a metal tubular thing, and they were grinding it down to repaint it. And he came off the edge of it because it was rounded, and he just cut right to the top, right above his knee. Missed his tendons and shit, but really, like, it was close, man. Like, he brushed them. So he had to, like, heal up and blah, blah, blah. They threw him in jail for for destruction of government property. Because they thought he did it on purpose.
Damn.
Because some dude did something really fucking stupid and hurt himself, and he got to like lay in the bunks for like 3 or 4 weeks. He was like, well, that must be nice. Like, I'm out here busting my fucking ass every day. And he's like, is that what you got to do to get a break around here? And he was joking. And then like 3 days later, that accident happened. Somebody went and told on him. Yeah. So he was, yep.
Ugh.
This is like less cool of a story, but it's an EMS story, so I figured B would appreciate it.
Yeah.
So there's this one time I think this was either a brand new dispatcher or just like kind of still an orientation dispatcher. Because we're getting called. It was like this was in Colorado Springs, but the city of Falcon is like kind of within Colorado Springs, but it's like not really. So it's a bit farther out. And so we get called out there for some guy who was cutting tile. But he was, I don't know what equipment he was using that he wasn't supposed to be using, but he was cutting tile wrong. And like a piece flew up and like slashed his arm like really good. And dispatcher's having us go code 2. So we're non-emergent. We're just like, yeah, whatever. And then we hear the fire department come up on the radio, and they're like, hey, are you guys on your way? Like, are you almost here? And we're like, yeah, I mean, we're coming, code 2. And they're like, well, we got a tourniquet on this guy. We're going to need you code 3. Like, oh.
Can you, like, boop, boop, get going?
Yeah, like, dispatch, I feel like you missed the fact that, like, they got a tourniquet on the guy.
Oh, this guy. Yeah. Jesus.
Like, once the tourniquets come out, like, you're emergent.
Oh,
you're no longer not an emergency.
Yeah, so I'm going to need you guys to get out of the Starbucks line and come over as soon as you can. I know you.
No, man.
I know you
EMTs can't afford Starbucks.
No, you
go to the
can't.
gas station.
That's like, it's something that's, you go to, I think like Come and Go in some places will like give you free
Come and
coffee.
Go, spelled K-U-M for anybody that has not seen a Come and Go. The first time I ever drove by one, I cracked up laughing because yes, I am a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
They'll give you free, if you're in uniform and you're in EMS, they will give you free coffee.
Yes.
So that was nice. But yeah, you can't afford Starbucks. Like EMTs are making like less than minimum wage. So
I quit being an EMT in 2013. I went back over the road because my EMT partner got sick and I had to pay all the bills. And I couldn't do it on that salary. So I went back over the road for $50,000 a year, or I could have stayed there and made $10.50 an hour.
Yeah, they get around like the minimum wage things because
it was above minimum wage for Ohio at the time, but still shit money.
Yeah, it's shit money. It's either like, I mean, some places they'll do like you'll technically be like above minimum wage, but you're working so many hours and they're not giving you adequate overtime. Right. Or they factor in the overtime within like what they know you're gonna do. So it's like you're not getting your money's worth for the work that you're doing.
Or some people will give you straight time for overtime. You don't even get time and a half.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. And for people who are like in harm's way a lot and are dealing with a lot of psychological trauma, because you deal with some tough shit in that field and you're making nothing.
Yeah,
like
I got paid $10.50 an hour. I spent half my time moving dead bodies.
Yeah, like it's not acceptable.
Yeah,
that these people can't like even afford to live.
Yeah, it's true.
But
it's absolutely true. I mean, if you go get a fire card and you're an EMT, you can make pretty good money.
Oh yeah, that's the thing too. Like the fire department,
you have to work for the right city. Certain cities pay more. You got to go where the money is.
Yeah.
And everybody wants in that fire department. So you got to start out little guy at the little shitty, crappy fire department, doesn't make shit. And then after you're in for a couple of years, you can move up a little bit. And then eventually you can make like $16 an hour. Right.
Yeah. Often they make you do volunteer first. And like there's a big difference between the fire department and private ambulance. Like private ambulance is awful. They're the ones that won't pay you anything. But like the fire departments will pay you so well. And the fire department is well staffed. And so you're not running like 10, 12, 15 calls a day. Like AMR's running like 15 calls a day in like a 12-hour shift, which is ridiculous. But the fire department, like you're only limited to your little area and you get time like to actually eat and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and they're getting paid.
Yeah, but you're right. The ambulance services, no, you don't have time for shit. They'll just run the shit out of you all day. I used to work, the paramedics liked me so much that they'd go, oh, I want you to work on my shift. So I worked a lot of 24s.
Oh, gross.
Overnights and...
Yeah, AMR
well, they loved it when I worked because for some reason, every night that I worked, except for like 3, every overnight I worked was dead quiet.
Yeah, Colorado Springs...
Till like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. So we all slept.
Colorado Springs AMR will no longer allow people to do longer than like a scheduled 14-hour shift because they're running you into the ground the entire time.
Right.
That you don't have time for anything. Like, so you're not allowed to do longer than a 14.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Although they'll technically keep you longer than a 14, but you're not allowed to be scheduled beyond a 14.
Yeah.
So
if I'm not getting paid for more than the 14, then I'm leaving at 13
at
minutes
the end of 14. Yeah, right. 13 hours, 59 minutes, and 22 seconds.
Yeah, they'll schedule you because the way it works, like your off time is not the time that your ambulance should be going out of service because you need time to get your ambulance back to the base to be able to like sign out your equipment, get all your documentation done, make sure the next crew is ready to go.
You got to stock it for the next guy too.
Yeah, so they're supposed to they should be letting you go like at least a half hour before your off time, which is not really enough time, but that's like the bare minimum amount of time is like a half hour. But what they'll do is they'll give you a late call. Like they'll give you a call that they know is going to take you longer and you're not going to make the time to get back to base within that time. So then you end up being off late because you didn't get that extra buffer time.
Right.
But they will intentionally do that to you, and it's absolutely terrible.
The first place I worked for, they had it so the crew that came back didn't stock their truck, and the one that just walked in has to stock the truck, which sucked, man, because you like walk into work, you got your coffee, and now you got to go clean up someone else's mess. And it was like, fuck, every day is just, god damn, they were busy last night. Look at all these pads they went through. Look at all these, everything. Yeah,
I don't miss EMS. I don't miss it. Some people
we need
love
more
it.
O2 hoses. We need more.
Yeah. Some people love it. I am not that person.
I tell you what, if I could have stayed in and learned more and became a paramedic, I would have loved it.
You have the personality of a paramedic.
I did. I fucking loved being. I loved it. The time that when they called and we got our first you need to haul ass now. This is really fucking serious. So there was a soccer game. The Columbus Crew were playing. Some team I don't fucking know, and our company was contracted with them to do the EMS during their games, for anybody, of the whole stadium, all the people.
Yep.
And so there was 2 people in the room in case somebody walked in and they were sick, and then we had gurneys and there was EMTs. I got to watch a bunch of free soccer games, which was kind of cool. So this one time we're not on duty at the soccer, we're on duty back at the station. And we were sleeping, and it was we had just gone to bed. It was 10 o'clock at night. It was dead quiet. We were fuck it. We went and laid down. We were watching TV because I worked with my girlfriend. So we'd curl up in bed together and watch TV and wait for the fucking phone to go off. That's what we did. So anyways, so all of a sudden we get a call and they're now. The captain called us and his voice was shaking.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And so we got up and threw our shoes on, and we were in the ambulance like that. Of course, we had it all ready. We shoot out the door, get the door closed and everything, because we worked out of a bad neighborhood. So you had to stand there and wait for the door to close, right? So we get going, and I was like, I'm driving. And I had been a truck driver. So she was like, all right, you drive this thing. So, and it was one of the big box ones. And so I got on the highway. We weren't far from the highway. I hit the lights. I was going, it's a 55. I was going 90. I mean, I wasn't even 90, 95 down the highway as fast as that fucker would go, and I could not hit somebody. And luckily it was late and everybody was at the game. So the streets were half dead on the highways and stuff. I got to the back roads. I shot it, and she was like, don't wreck this thing. I said, no, I got this shit. Watch this. And I went around a ramp from one highway onto the loop to get to where they were. And I think I was doing 65 or 70.
You're such a fucking paramedic. Your personality, even though you didn't get your paramedic certification, your personality is EMS.
And I was like, I got this shit, man. We showed up right when the local fire department did. That was right down the road.
I think
that's how fast I got there.
I think Dr. Ben has a good point here, though, because you do give off that vibe to me. I've never really been able to put my finger on it until now.
Well, I love helping people, but I like a little bit of a thrill while I'm doing it.
See, I don't like that. I like I'm loving internal medicine, where it's you have really sick people, but I have all day to think about what's going on with them and how I want to manage it.
Yeah.
I just sit there back in the physician's lounge and I'm just like, what can I do about their lactic acid? And I don't have to do any of the ambulance driving and I hated the driving part. I hated that. I hated I don't know. I'm not an adrenaline junkie at all. I'm not.
Oh, I fucking loved it, man.
I'm not.
Every time somebody said we have to run hot, I'm like, I'm fucking driving. And they let me. No. They were like, all right, I'll start the paperwork. Hey, B.
I love doing the driving.
Can you watch the corners? I'm trying to write.
I love driving too. It's more enjoyable for me. So most people in my family don't want to drive. So
I'm always a driver.
I'm enjoying inpatient medicine right now. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I loved it though. I tell you what, I was in good shape back then.
Oh,
we had a lot of fat patients. We had a lot of fat patients.
Do not acknowledge. Do not acknowledge.
Anyways, we had a lot of fat patients, so I ended up picking up a lot of people. And the paramedic I was working with, she was this little short, chunky girl who would eat piles of food out of the convenience store and then drink a Diet Pepsi. Anyways, she bugged me. She was horrible. She was a horrible paramedic. But anyways, so we go to pick these people up and she's like, oh, my knee's hurting me today. Oh, my back's hurting me today.
Yeah.
And I was like, motherfucker, that's where I got these arms from. I swear to God. Before I was a paramedic and I was before I was a truck driver. I was unloading shit all the time and driving truck all the time. And then I went right into EMS. And I'm telling you, I picked up some fat ass motherfuckers. Like, you're only picking up one side of the gurney, but I would pick up one side of the gurney and the guy was like I think my max I could do was like 325, 330.
Dang.
And you have to like curl him to get him, and then you have to walk forward with it and extend your arms. And I would do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be a wimp right now if she was like worth anything at all. We had a lady that had throat cancer and she was having trouble breathing. She had shortness of breath. Well, of course, you know, she had some lung issues. She had like blah, blah, blah. All this stuff was going on, right? She was like, "It's your turn." And I was like, "Dude, are you kidding me?" And she was like, "Well, oh, you don't want to do paperwork?" I'm like, "No, she's a paramedic back there with her. The fuck am I going to do for her? You need to monitor her heart. Why are you?" And she was like, "Get in the back." And I was like, "Fine, she dies. That's on you. What the fuck ever. I can't." I gave her oxygen. I made her comfortable. I did all the BP and everything, and said, "Okay, bitch. Hope she lives that 25-minute drive to the hospital." I mean, she was okay, but we got there. She wasn't feeling very good.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't. After that, I was just fucking done with her. I was like, I don't even fucking ever want to work with you again. Whew. I was so mad. Like, you're endangering our patient. That's okay. You just don't want to do the paperwork. She's fine. All right.
Yeah, like granted, my attending has kind of thrown us into a baptism of fire, just like sending us to do our things, but we're not making any decisions. We're literally just doing an exam and writing up our findings. Like, he's like, and then we talk through, because we pre-round and then we round. So he assigns all the patients. We go see them. We like write up our notes, and then anything like that. Like, if we want to try to think through our assessment and our plan, like what we're going to do next, like we can start adding some things. But then when we round, all the students get together with the attending, and then he talks us through the cases. It's like, and then he asks us a bunch of questions and stuff. So like, he's making all the decisions, but he's letting us in on that process. But for like stuff that we should already know, like I should know how to do a physical exam. Like I should know how to talk to a person and get a history. So like, he can leave us on our own for that. And it's terrifying. Your very first day, you're like, I know what I'm supposed to do, but can I do
it into action? That's what got me on the EMT test, man. The last the hands-on trauma test. That's what got me about it. I was like, fuck, I was overthinking the whole thing.
Yeah, yesterday was my friend, and I've done like
it's not even that hard.
I've done simulated patient visits, like they're called OSCEs. Like I've done them, I've been graded on them. Like I've had people watch me, but I haven't done anything like on my own, like with nobody watching me. And so like I was standing outside my first patient's room yesterday, like to pre-round, and I'm just like giving myself a pep talk, like, you're the doctor, you got this, you can do it.
Yeah, you got this shit. You know what you're doing.
And then you leave. I was like, oh, it's so weird though, stepping into a doctor role for the first time, being like, this is real. Like this is my life now. And it's just weird being on that other side of it.
Yeah. Hey man, if you ever need a pep talk, just text me real quick. I'll give you like a big, like you'll feel like you have the biggest dick when I'm done. I'll give you a big pep talk. If you ever need one, just let me know.
Yeah, I had a lot more confidence going in today, but still, like,
good.
It's weird. Like, and I've had this feeling like for the past 2 years as well, where sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm doing it. Like the thing that I've been dreaming about for years, and I've been working so hard to like get to this point. Like, it's happening. I'm here. Like I'm doing the thing.
Yeah,
and
that thing. Yeah. I get it. Yes, Neil.
When did Bible Belt Atheist morph into Randolph?
Oh, you missed all that.
Yeah.
See,
it was very messy.
We have a Randolph now.
Mikey got out his magic cards, and then Ollie smoked, and I smoked, and we watched it happen.
And I got my sauna.
And it's full of hot chicks. Thank you.
Lovely looking sauna.
Just so you know, I'm not really looking at you, Ben, when we're talking. No, I'm kidding. I was looking at you. I'm just kidding.
It's better than Phoebe's.
Ben's here?
Jemima Puddle Duck wants you to stretch again. So
No,
it's
I'm
hot.
good.
Who's this Edgar guy that popped in and called us?
I don't know.
No, not again.
Hey, Edgar, that paramedic I was talking about that didn't want to get in the back and take care of the patient, she was a Baptist.
Oh,
True story.
sweet.
How you recovering there, homie?
Who?
Me?
Where? Oh, Sweet. What happened with Sweet?
Oh,
He had surgery. Was it yesterday or today?
For what?
Yesterday. I'm not 100% sure myself.
That
Damn, dude. How's that scar? Did it go sideways this time, or? Damn. Poor Sweet.
Pretty soon he's gonna look like a road map.
That's how my sister looked, man. She had some crazy scars. We had a
He's gonna
scar
let Edward
competition at
Scissorhands.
a family reunion, and my nephew was like, "Well, I'd show you mine, but it was my appendix, but it's like that long." And I was like, "Oh," and then my brother goes, "Oh, look at this," and I'm like, "All right." So I pulled up my shirt and showed him my side, and then my sister looked at me, and she had like 6 cancer surgeries by this point, and she looked at me and goes, "Don't even," and I said, "Yes, ma'am," and I sat down, and we all went back to eating. She's like, "Don't, you don't want to see this shit. I got all of you put together." So,
you ever wanted to know how I got these scars?
God, you know what? If you ever want to do a scar stream, let me know, Mikey, because I have enough that I could literally. It would take me 45 minutes to explain. them all. I have scars all over me.
I do not want that. I do not want to do that.
My hands look like I don't know, 60-year-old dude because I beat the shit out of him.
Hey,
Scars all over
Mikey.
my arms.
Yes.
Initiative.
Go.
Oh.
Going down.
16 on the dice, buddy. 16.
Why are we rolling initiative?
I don't know. I don't have anything to roll. Somebody fake roll for me.
I've got dice in the other room, but I'd have to go get them.
That's a natural one, B. Sorry.
Oh.
I have an app on my
One.
phone
Thanks.
because I don't want to go get my dice or my dice tower.
Because
so
I'm
we
number
roll.
1. It's not a good time to be number 1.
That's an 18.
Ah.
And I didn't
who
even
won?
add my dex, which I don't even know what my dex would be.
On a phone? That
It's on a
doesn't
phone.
count.
That doesn't count.
Do I have to go get? Okay.
You need a real dice.
Go get him, damn it. Go get
All
him.
right. I will.
Did I hear the? Did I hear the tumbling across the
Quit clicking it.
table? No, it doesn't count. If I don't hear the tumble, it doesn't count.
Seizure warning. Seizure warning. Oh, there was Oh, yeah, that's right. They do it laparoscopic. I was dating a chick that had that same thing happen, and we took her in because I was afraid she was having a heart attack. She was like, I don't know, 52 and not in the best physical health. And I took her in there, and it was her gallbladder, and they took out a laparoscopic. I think she had like 2 little scars like this. It was nothing.
Which it's one of those things where it's kind of embarrassing how long it took us to think up something.
Yeah, I know, right? We were just cutting people wide open for that. And all we needed was like a small pair of like fucking pinchers.
Maybe that can be like a semi round the horn question. What's something that's super embarrassing that it took us so long to figure out? Like, how many years did it take us to put the fucking lid for the ketchup bottle on the bottom? How many?
Oh, so many.
It's just fucking
So
it makes
many
all
years.
the sense in the world, and then here we are.
I mean, look how long it took them to come up with squeezed mayonnaise. My God, we had mustard in a squeezed container for how many years?
100,000.
And then finally somebody said, we should make mayonnaise. Well, yeah. Why shouldn't you? Oh, shit. Ben's got the load going on. Hold on.
I'm a dungeon master.
Ben's about to show all y'all up.
Ben, when am I
Probably
playing
not,
D&D
because my
with
dice
you?
are poop. When are you playing D&D with me?
I don't know, man. You should help me set up a character. It's been really long. I'd have to.
This one looks pretty.
I used to have
That's
a
Thor.
thief. She was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Get that electro dice shit out of here.
But I also have these big ones.
Nice.
So
Sure
this is
you
a
do.
normal size. This is a. You can't see it because it's green.
Yeah, me too. Look at my big giant dice. They're also green.
I got huge dice. Look.
Oh, they're as big
My
as a
dice
house.
are bigger than yours.
Oh, I can barely lift them. They're so
I got the
heavy.
biggest dice.
Oh, there goes Ollie. Here we go. Shit, you got him started, man. Is he gonna pull out his bong?
Actually, hold on. Give me 1 sec. We'll be right back.
Oh God, he's gonna come back with like a pillow that's a fucking dice or something.
No,
Little flat sides.
Apparently,
on it.
it's Dice Wars now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you
How you
see
doing over there,
this?
Neil?
Oh, geez, here we go.
You
Yeah.
see this?
Yeah.
It's not a dice.
No, it's not.
It's an ice cube's form, so that you can make a giant ice cube 20-sided.
Oh, that's
That is
cool.
Right?
fucking sweet.
Yes,
Because
right?
I have
So
a
you-
pillow
D&D
die.
party.
I have a pillow die, but I can't find it.
So
See, I knew it.
It's like this big. I think
That's
it's in
what
my
I just
car.
said to
I
Neil,
think
that's
it's
what I
in my
just said
car,
when he left.
but it's fine.
Sleeping while you're
I
driving to work.
just
You get a
said that. I
Tesla?
swear to God, dude.
I just
He's
haven't
gonna
brought
bring
it
it back
inside since I moved.
Swear to God, that's
And
what I
it's
said.
super heavy. I know. You move like your
Thanks,
couch.
guys, for backing me up on that.
You moved your mattress, like your desk. You moved that in, but the pillow. Oh,
I got
Yeah,
some dice
I've
too,
just been lazy.
but they're in my Monopoly game.
those are D6s.
It's
Heard,
actually Star
sweetie.
Wars Monopoly,
Heard,
the
buddy.
first version of Star Wars Monopoly that came out. So it's pretty
that'd
damn
be fun
cool.
to play.
I also have the Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly, which is awesome too.
Again,
I had the
Monopoly
board
ruins
game
friendships.
Escape from the Death Star, the Star Wars Escape from the Death Star game.
Yep,
It
I
had
remember
little
that.
cardboard cutouts of
Yep.
Luke and Han,
I
and
played it.
you guys moved around. Yeah,
I think it's adorable that you call him Han. How very Lando of you.
that's right.
Han.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Howdy, Mowdy.
All right, there,
I
Canadian
honestly,
Ollie.
I say them both. So
Hey, Mr. Aliman, Ali me banana.
Daylight come and me wanna go home.
Randolph, you're participating in the side chat more than you're participating in this.
I know, he's just
What the hell are
icon.
you doing?
Yep.
man?
Trying to be like fucking
You just-
Pacino.
I just
over
wanted
there.
Is that okay?
I am just an icon living.
They're just doing their debate thing in the chat.
Oh, I see.
Oh no. Target found.
Ooh,
Assess situation, attack. That's what Randolph's doing.
They can have the atheist chat in the comments while we have our D&D and Star Wars chat in this church.
that's right. That's right. Much more entertaining subjects.
Yes.
Yeah, I played for a few years with my brothers. I don't even remember how long, but we played for a long time. And I had I think she was 29 or 30th level thief, something like that.
That's very high.
And she
Very,
was
Very, very high.
crazy.
That is beyond. That is so many adventure paths.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
All of them.
It could
I
be
don't
going
know,
back
we
to
just-
first
it
edition
was-
though, and things like that happened.
we would spend every weekend, a whole weekend, like we would show up at their house Friday night after school or in the summer, and then we would leave Sunday night. We would just play all weekend, every weekend. It was a blast.
And then that's when the Demogorgons was coming through the walls.
I don't know about that, but my brother had my other brother strung up and corn cobbed by a hobgoblin. That was pretty funny. He was being a dick. And my other brother was the dungeon master. And he goes, okay, you've just been strung up to a tree and now you're getting corn cobbed by a hobgoblin. And my brother's like all mad. And he's like, just staring at him. We're laughing and just laughing. Just screw with him.
Well, I mean, at least you guys don't have Jonathan for a DM. Oh,
I
speaking of
haven't seen him in the chat. You might be all right.
I haven't.
I don't know how he does anything. I have no idea. I literally haven't played since I was like 16.
You should totally check out the show.
Yep.
It's good.
Oh, yours, Mikey? Yeah, I've watched it a couple times.
Yeah.
Whenever I could catch it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jonathan's a dungeon master on there.
Yeah.
Him and his silliness.
Randolph's
His
picture
silliness.
thingy keeps changing. Do you do that on purpose, or is that just random?
No, he's doing it
Does
on
he have it on
purpose.
some
He's
sort
doing
of
all different dice
Who
now.
knows what Randolph is doing?
I don't know why he
Randolph
hasn't
is
done
just in his
Andrew
own
Dice
little world
play yet.
tonight.
It's intentional.
He's got the Pop-O-Matic 5000 over there.
Yeah, he does.
Earlier you were talking about scars, so I put up a picture of Scarface.
Oh, yeah, Scarface. Okay. But where's Andrew Dice Clay? I mean, if you're going to do it, man. Can't
Where's-
forget the dice.
Where's Dice Lettuce?
Lettuce. Oh, you want me to put up pictures of vegetables now?
Oh my God. Here
No,
we go.
no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Make sure they're all phallic just for the fun of it, Randolph.
No reason in particular.
No, just for the fun of it.
Here comes the eggplant.
This one
Yeah,
girl,
you gotta do that one too.
Zucchini.
I forget the girl.
All the cucumbers, pickles,
Little gherkins.
carrots, baby carrots, for the more realistic
Baby
sized
carrot.
ones.
Did you know baby carrots are just regular ass carrots?
Yeah, they
Yes.
shave them down that size. Yeah.
That's the most disrespectful, dishonest bullshit I've ever.
Because if you ever
experienced in
saw
my
a real
life.
baby carrot, it's shaped like a regular carrot. They're just really, really skinny and not very long.
Yeah.
They're not really that much to eat. It's would be nothing. You would be like crunch, crunch.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It just.
It's
I mean,
the
I grew up on a
toothpick to get
farm.
the other
We knew
We
they
carrot.
don't
weren't real.
shame small carrots here.
It'd be like cute,
Good.
toothpick it. That was a good carrot. Oh,
'Cause,
Are you
yeah,
guys
all
having a
carrots
show
are
tomorrow night,
delicious.
Mikey?
I do love carrots.
Yes, we are. We will be
Raw,
going live
uncooked carrots.
at
There you go.
7
It's like a leftover wiener,
7-ish Central Time.
literally. And I don't mean like the road hard and put away wet one. No, I meant the. It's been in the hot on the roller too long at the store.
Does anyone actually eat those?
Oh,
Yep.
I've seen it.
Yep.
Oh, I've done it.
I've eaten them.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Neil. It's not
I
good
have
for
done
you.
it. It's just like a ball of salt. Well,
Yeah,
wiener
I
shaped
know.
salt.
We- the sodium pull.
God, man. You could like eat that with that bread that was like loaded up with sugar, and like you get done eating, your heart starts pounding. You're like, oh, I don't feel good.
No, that's the part I love.
That adrenaline rush
You
of
got-
possible death. I like it
It's
sometimes.
like, oh
Dude.
yeah, you know it's good when it puts you through that.
You guys like feel the room
Palpitation, that was
vibrating?
a good dog right there off that grill.
Y'all feel the room vibrating? No, your shirt is moving a lot though. Is your heart okay?
What do you mean? And I'm doing 3 beats instead of 1, in case somebody noticed.
I actually have a pretty low like heart rate, and my blood pressure's always been super low.
It's because you're so
Yeah,
I'm just
Okay.
still AF.
until the last like 3 years, my heart rate's my BP and everything's always been really low. It's actually up where it probably should have been 15 years ago now.
Well, they tell the physicians, all the physicians I've seen, they're like, "Oh, well, do you do sports?" I was like, "Well, not anymore, but I was a runner," and there's like, "Oh, that's why." It's just
Yeah.
fucking efficient. That's
Yeah,
doesn't need to be beaten like crazy.
that's how it used to be.
Yeah, mine apparently, according to Canadian Blood Services, is they take your blood pressure when you donate blood. They actually don't really anymore, but they always used to say, "Oh yeah, you're just normal, whatever normal blood pressure."
Thanks, man. You're normal too.
Which is funny because like normal has shifted for a lot of people's standards like over the years.
What is
So-
not 80 over 120? 120 over 80? What is it?
It textbook is 120 over 80, but that's kind of shifting downward. They're wanting you kind of between 110 over 80 and 120 over 80. So they're trying. I don't know what they're doing with all the standards, but they're like a lot of the standards we have are kind of arbitrary. Like, yeah, there is disease risk involved, but like there's no set like objective, like this is absolutely the standard for like how humans should work. It's like very arbitrary. And in fact, I had somebody in my comments who was trying to argue with me that like how we define pathology versus normal variation is objective. And I was like, no, dude, like this is very arbitrary, just based around an average result. Like somebody's like for diabetes, like you diagnose diabetes at a fasting glucose of 126 or above. 125 is not any healthier
Right.
than a 126, but the cutoff for the diagnosis is 126. So it's like it's an arbitrary number, but the risk
Yeah.
is very similar.
Right. Yeah, but they have to, the insurance. Well, the insurance company has to draw the line before they're going to pay for something. You better be really fucked up, or we're not paying for it.
Yeah, but like medicine's not about cutoffs. Like the science is not about cutoffs. Like that's just something that humans created to reflect an average, but it's nothing objective.
Yeah. So you said the basis is 110 to 120 over 80.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're saying now. They're trying to get people to have lower blood pressure.
Yeah. Huh. Mine was at one. I went in for my vaccine and I was waiting. I was kind of nervous, but mine was at 128 over 78, I think, or 79.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be super concerned about that.
Yeah, no, that's like high for me. 30 some odd year smoker, still good blood pressure.
Last time I was in the pharmacy, I stuck my arm in one of those sleeves in the automated machine. I was 123 over 86. So
it's probably about right for, age, you smoke, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't smoke cigarettes, just pot.
But it doesn't matter. You're still fucking up your lungs. We're all fucking up our lungs.
Fucking up a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
But you're allowed to.
Yep. You're allowed to do that.
You can do what you want. Do what you want.
Well,
within reason.
I mean, if it's affecting you and not anybody else, do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, yeah, and that's what I like about you, Ben, because you're not like my bosses. They drink a couple of drinks a week, like anybody else does after a stressful day, They don't smoke pot, they don't smoke cigarettes. And when I started there, I said, "Oh, let me guess, you're gonna," because I said something about coming in from a cigarette, or Michelle had said, "Oh, Bea will be back in a second." She went out for a cigarette, and I came in, and Heather goes, "Oh, I didn't even know you smoked," and I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Oh," and I said, "I'm gonna hear about that now, aren't I?" She's like, "No, it's your body, you can do whatever you want with it," and I was like,
"Oh." If
wow.
you understand
you're not prejudiced against me because I'm a smoker and you're a doctor, because that's usually what I get. I get that. Oh, you're a smoker. It's the worst thing in the world.
Now, if you understand the risk, then that's all up to you. So I don't care.
It could be worse. I could be like a crackhead or something. So
and there's something
Edgar
too.
M thinks you are.
Huh?
Edgar M thinks you are.
Thinks we're smoking crack. No
there's
idea.
this weird thing that a lot of clinicians get into with.
Don't smoke crack. It's weed, you dumbass. Oh, by the way, according to you, God put it on this earth, so it's okay for me to smoke it. Sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
Well, you get a lot of arrogant physicians and things. This weird discussion of, oh well, somebody is responsible for their medical condition because of actions that they've done. Why should we help them? Aren't they just attacks of the system? No, your job is to help people live their best lives, however they want to do it. If somebody is sick, it does not matter why they are sick. It does not matter if they had any handle in that at all. It does not matter. Your job is to be there to support them. It's not your job to judge them.
Exactly.
If they're sick, you help them.
See?
That's it.
See, Edgar? Weed. There's no crackheads here. That's a whole different side of YouTube.
And that's my medical ethics, and I'm an atheist. So that is not, I don't need a God to say that I should help people.
Right.
You just do it.
No.
And I don't need a medical degree to be a doctor.
Okay, no, we're not going to go there.
Oh, no, that is not true.
That's wrong.
That is not true.
That would be a big incorrect.
That was uncorrect, what I said?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, my God.
I hope you're
forgot about that for a second.
I am enjoying it.
But that's the point, though, Ben. The point is that we people should be helping other we people. That's the bottom line. And if everybody did that, wow.
Yes, the world
would be
so
so
much
amazing. Care about your fellow man, that kind of thing.
Or
and that means women too. It's just one word to express the whole entire. Anyways, yeah.
I just think everybody should mind their own fucking business, and we'd be a lot better off.
Oh my God,
Kind of true.
You just like that's my whole. Now we've discussed my entire philosophy.
Mhm.
Help each other and keep your nose out of everybody else's fucking shit.
Don't be a dick unless you're Dick Dawson. Yeah.
If you don't like gays, don't marry a gay.
That's what B says on the channel.
Yeah. No dicks allowed except for Dick Dawson.
Yeah. Yeah, Dick was fun to have on the show. That was a fun after party.
Yeah, he's a nut.
He's
Mm-hmm.
he's
we were answering all these like weird like get to know you questions, and they're like, "What would you not do for $5 million?" And I was like, "Dick Dawson," like without hesitating.
Was Dick like, "Oh man, that hurts"?
Dick was just in stitches.
Probably.
He's like, "Oh."
It's the
I
best
mean,
answer
same.
ever.
I don't think
You
there's
gotta-
enough money out there.
You got to do it. You got to be first.
Just not into those.
Oh,
God.
Mikey, you got a consult in the chat.
Dr.
Yep.
Murphy, could you look at this? Bends over and drops his pants. Those are some nice pants you got there. I'm not a tailor, though.
I think he's impacted, Ben. We should have Mikey take care of that.
Yeah, Mikey can do it. That's fine.
New guy, right?
If I take care of it, you mean walk out of the room and send somebody else to do it? Yes. I've been doing it in my real job for
The
years.
joke is that the med student does it. Like anything you
Yeah.
don't want to do, the med student does. So that's my life now.
Yeah.
And when you said the joke is, that just put the is it Weezer? Yeah, the Weezer song, man. The joke is when he awoke, his body was covered in coke, or whatever. So
Don't know that one.
anytime I hear someone
Nope.
say the joke is, that pops into my head.
Oh.
You don't know who Weezer is?
No, I don't know
What?
that. I don't. Oh,
I'm a
that's-
child.
I don't know
That's
that
Weezer.
song. I know
Okay.
who Weezer is. Yeah,
Yeah, I know who
Oh.
Weezer is. I don't know songs very well. I mean, just
They're an okay-ish group.
they did the Buddy
songs
Holly
I do
song,
know.
right?
I don't know
Yeah.
who sang them.
Ooh-wee.
I don't.
But, every time I was going over to a buddy of mine's place back then in the mid '90s, he would put that song on loud, but he would sing over it. And instead of Buddy Holly, it's just my buddy Ollie is what he would sing over it, right? So
Just my buddy Ollie.
yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, and
Sorry.
he's walking through the door.
I apologize. It was not Weezer that did this song. It was another band called Sloan.
well,
Oh, never heard of him. Never
Sloan-
heard of him.
That's because they're the Canadian Weezer. That's
I
fine.
can't handle mice.
And the song's called Money City Maniacs.
I think Tons of Mice is very well adjusted and only says what everyone's thinking.
I just want to say, Sky, agreed. Absolutely. I'd rather shorten my life a little bit and help with my anxiety and all my other shit and my PTSD than worry about what fucking pot and a cigarette's going to do to me. Fuck it.
I'm still laughing about the comment underneath.
What? I didn't even see it.
I can't see it.
Mice. How would you know that? What do you got, a mirror, dude? Checking that shit out?
Who doesn't have a
See it?
mirror
Do you
and who
shave?
hasn't?
You don't have mirrored toilet seats?
Oh,
Gotta shave that shit, man. That's how you...
I'm traumatized. I
A
can't.
mirror on the floor for when you're shaving, right?
That's
Oh.
dying. That's dead. That's dead.
Did I get that? Did I get that?
Ben is just
Dying.
Quit killing my little brother.
oh, God
Now
damn
you
it,
know where
call
my
the code.
humor is at.
Tons of Mice got a tattoo. It was a circle around Uranus.
Uranus does have rings.
Oh no.
Damn it, Ollie.
Oh my god.
What?
You know,
There's creams for that though.
there's certain visuals I don't need.
Oh shit!
I just don't even know what to do right now.
Curse my overactive brain.
I should have had more edible and less drink, I think.
Maybe.
No, I got a good balance going.
Yeah, oh, that's good. I
I'm
can't I have
cross-faded.
the one beer, but that doesn't really do damn thing to me.
You get the
Yeah.
taste.
So, yeah, my body's like, oh, sure, this again. Because I've had like 3 since going on.
Ooh, you tease.
I know. It's like, you do that.
Oh,
all
this
the
is
time
that.
now.
Aw. He stopped.
We didn't even taste the first one.
This is nice. Oh, it's quick. What the fuck?
There. Never mind. Yeah. No, I'm not going anywhere to that one. Forget that.
No, thank you.
Nobody needs to hear everything that goes on in my head.
Nope.
Oh
I've been
man,
live
I
streaming
don't
it
even
for
tell a
weeks.
third of it. You don't want to know. Dude,
You ever have one of those
he's
those
crazy.
thoughts
I
or
like
ideas or thoughts that you have that make you go, did I think that?
Yes, I do know. Where the fuck did that come from? Why did I just think that? Yeah.
Too many outside influences.
I think all of us do that. And we all have like that dark shit that flashes through our head. And people don't want to admit it. But I haven't happened to me.
Everyone does.
I have some fucked
Yeah,
up shit happen to me that like I had to go to a therapist over it. It fucked me up. Like I swear to God, this really happened. This is before I went on any kind of
Swear
medicine.
to God,
right?
huh?
I swear to God.
Why are
Well, it's
atheists
just
always
a
swearing
figure
to
of
God?
speech?
Because it takes a
It's a
long
figure
time
of
to
speech.
unlearn.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit on a shingle.
I have
Anyways,
never
it
done
doesn't
that.
really mean anything.
You've never been religious either, Randolph. You left that part out.
Yeah, that's probably what. But there should be a Quebec influence where when they talk about the church angrily, that's worse than swearing.
Tabernacle.
No,
Actually, that's what my brother says. Blasphemy is the only sin, is what my brother says, which is interesting. But
Blasphemy
makes more
Yeah,
sense
murder.
what the Christians say, but it still
That's
doesn't
an
make
interesting
sense.
take.
Makes sense. You
That's
think
a hot
about all
take.
the horrible
Points.
shit that they allow in there. Or
What's
that's
that,
written
Neil?
in there. You think about all the horrible shit that's written in there. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
I'm too far away. Speaking of phallic things in the this is not too bad either. Hey, quit waving that in our faces.
Neil.
For fuck's sakes, it's like religion. Keep
Nice
it in
mic
hand.
there, bro.
Oh, tons of mice.
It's all about the girth. What's that? You forgot to emphasize the is. That is would be the thing.
Is not just maybe or I think it was. It is.
Wow.
It's the good shit right there.
Stop reading.
Oh, mice. Mice, did you ever find Stool's hat? Can we change the topic?
Oh my God. Stool in like one of our Twitter group chats. Just like he will not let go of the fact that I eat Indian food. And apparently trying to get me to like bring Indian food to like everything now. Like every stream I need to be eating Indian food.
But why?
I mean,
We had a conversation about the fact that I have good taste in Indian food because I spent a summer in India, but he's never seen me eat Indian food. I've never eaten Indian food on stream before. I've only talked about eating Indian food. And so I don't know, it's something weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were talking about stool, right?
I need stool.
Yeah,
I gotta find what the conversation was because it was two people
I have an idea.
saying some weird shit.
Either
You can.
I was Phoebe in stool.
You can start an only Indian foods for school, and he's the only one allowed to be the member.
Yeah. I mean, just have a mukbang channel, like where people eat insane quantities of food on stream.
Oh yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah,
weird.
people make lots of money off that.
So weird.
No, the conversation was between Phoebe and Stool, which should tell you a lot right there.
Yeah, I mean, really.
You put them together?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's in Manda's group chat,
Oh.
and
oh,
it's like,
I probably am aware of this then.
yeah, something about so Phoebe was shilling her stream today, and then Stool chimes in with sauna biscuits, and then I chimed in about how Phoebe's channel should be called Sauna Biscuits, and then apparently I can have all the sauna biscuits I want as long as Stool provides the milk, and then Stool says, but Dr. Ben has to bring the Indian food, and now I'm so concerned
I would never drink any milk that stool provided. I'm just saying. I don't know what's in it.
So this
I don't
is the
even see any
conversation that
cows.
happened
I know.
for everyone who wanted to know about the shenanigans in this group.
I kind of didn't know stool could produce milk, to be honest. But like, how's
There
he
was-
doing that?
There
about
was
me?
okay.
How
He's a
about
very
me, Greg?
stable milking stool.
How about
What
me,
he's
Greg? I
milking
have.
is what you need to decide.
How about me, Greg? I have nipples.
That's why I'm scared.
There was something on it was somewhere on the internet, but somebody was sharing a yogurt container that had like the names of cows on the side, and someone's like, "Oh, of course they're gonna put only female names for the cows," and someone's like, "I think yogurt from a bull would not taste the same."
Yogurt from a bowl. Wow.
They call it blowgurt.
I remember we were looking at this cow through a fence one time, and this bull, and this guy goes, "Oh, that's a pretty good sized cow right there." And I said, "It is, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "You should go milk it."
Oh no!
And he goes, "What?" I said, "Go milk it. You said it's a cow." And he's like,
My
and then he looks and he's like, looks at me, and I'm like, "It's a bull. Cows are female, you asshole."
My friend is
did not
in
know that.
veterinary school, and she has told us about the interesting ways that they have to examine cows and bulls. And it's
Ooh, why don't you get some of those
Yeah.
gloves and get them all snappy?
Mhm.
I got a
That's
story about
scary.
those.
I think we grossed Randolph out.
Yeah, I think we
We'd be
did.
all right. You had to go take
Either
care
that
of
or some family shit came up, probably.
I know. I was going to say or something we didn't know. Yeah, we had a vet come out to artificially inseminate our cow, and we were all like watching because we were interested, right? Oh, us kids, right? Staring at this vet. And he
Yeah.
pulls out this long glove and he puts it on one arm. He pulls it, no, he puts it on the other arm. And then he looks at us like this and goes, "You only forget these once." And we were like, looked at him like, "What do you mean?" And he
Aw,
stuck his
no.
arm up the cow's ass. And I was like,
Mhm.
right, man. One time, I bet. Yeah. It was
Oh, I really like that watch.
funny. Right.
Damn.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you don't want to. I helped me and my mom helped a cow give birth. It was breech. And the neighbors called us and they were like old people and he had Alzheimer's and she had all kinds of fucking illnesses. And so my mom and I drive over there and just the regular clothes that we're wearing, and we end up sticking our hand up inside the cow to twist the fucking calf around, and finally got it out and everything, and ended up being all right. But phew, that was a lot of blood, man.
How many?
That was a lot of blood for a 16-year-old. I was like,
the chat though.
I think we'll throw these out.
How many calves do cows typically have?
It's mice. At a time or throughout their lives?
At once.
It's one.
They usually just have one.
You see this one, Ben?
Most large mammals are like that.
Yeah. I need to do an Indian food stream sometime just for stool.
You could put beer on it.
Beer.
Yeah. Did the Beerios?
Oh, birrios. I'll have to do some more birrios because that was entertaining.
Wait, you actually did Beerios?
I did
Yes.
birrios on a live stream on Twitch.
Yes.
I did it. It was fine until they got soggy, and then it was not
Yes.
fine anymore.
Oh wow!
I swear to
you
God,
gotta
he
eat
did
quick.
it.
You gotta
He
eat
really
them quick.
did it.
You gotta ram those suckers in there.
I watched that shit.
It was painful, and then I drank the leftovers at the end, like you would with the cereal milk, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Oh.
Ooh, pushing boundaries. I like it.
I am up for a challenge, and I am a dude, so I took the challenge.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that. Is it? Can you actually go and watch it, or
It might still be up. I don't know.
does stuff disappear on?
Because I
Twitch?
know they go on Twitch. They go away after a while.
Do they?
Oh, but I clipped part of it. I know I clipped part of it. So you should be able to watch at least the part that I clipped out. No, I think the actual the whole stream isn't there anymore, but I have the clip though.
Sweet.
Well, I grew up on an American farm, and it was heifer and cow for female, and then bull and
Steer.
Steer. Thank you. Steer for male. Depending on whether they were like a producer or like the heifers were more like the ones that gave birth, and the cows were more like the milk, pretty much. And then obvious with the bulls and steer, which one is functional and not. I think it just depends on where you grew up at. I think it matters where you're on the farm.
I just love the silence after this little conversation. It's like, okay, now we're.
I know. Oh, I just killed it, dude. I'm good at
Yeah,
that.
like what happened to our conversation?
That's why I do live chats
Here?
on
Where do you
my
go from
channel.
sticking your arm up cows' asses? Like, where do you go from there?
I don't know, man. It's a
Well, it
dark,
has been
dark
2.5 hours.
Ari Rubin is the narrator.
Oh
for
yeah, it's
Dr. Bolt.
10:17, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's
you've been on here for
9:17
2.5 hours. Yeah, 9:17 for me.
What?
for you.
No, it's 1:17.
For you.
Yeah, 1:17.
Well, you know what, Ollie? I can say this. I appreciate the fact that you stay up stupid late just to hang out.
That's Saturday nights. Got to stay up late by.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose. We're speaking a little Canadian in there. Bye.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right, eh?
Hey,
Try not to do it again, hoser.
Oh,
U.S. women's basketball just won gold.
there you go.
It's awesome.
It's nice. Our women's soccer team won gold.
Ah, nice. So how are the guys doing?
No idea. I'm not really paying any fucking attention.
Oh, okay.
To Olympics.
This is our best
Me either.
showing at a summer Olympics, I think, in a very long time. We've what do we got? 20, 23, 24 medals right now.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So yeah.
I already had a rant about it, but this has been like the hardest Olympics to watch ever if you don't have cable. Like if you cut the cord, you're fucked. It's like almost impossible.
Yeah.
Because even NBC won't even like let you buy like a 2-3 week like pass to watch it on like streaming services. You have to go through your cable provider.
Yep.
Which is total bullshit. I'm not getting cable for these fucking Olympics. Sorry. Not for you. Not for your Olympics.
Hey,
not
Nate.
for nothing.
I did it for the wrestling.
I'm not getting
Just
cable.
won't do it.
I did it for the wrestling, only for the wrestling, and it was worth it.
You know, I grew up that we had 3 channels, and when the Olympics were on, 2 of those were on the Olympics. And then we got like 6 or 8 channels, and of the 8, there was like 6 of them were playing the Olympics. Like that's what
Yeah, I have Roku.
when the Olympics were on, that's what you fucking did. And now you can't even find the
Now
shit.
we
You
have-
gotta pay for it or whatever. Like so
Now we have
fucking
60
un-American.
channels, and 4 of them are playing the Olympics.
Sure thing, Edgar. Evolution is a myth.
Yeah, we have to pay extra for it now. Fuck that.
Nice try, Edgar.
He was
Nice.
preaching at us earlier
Evolution
too.
is a myth. All
I'm
right,
thinking
man.
he might have to go soon.
I want Edgar. I want you
Edgar,
to do this. Go get your Masters of Science, at least Bachelors of Science. Okay, go get that.
Related
And,
to
do something
evolution.
like science, like good medical related, and then come back to me and tell me that you know what you know.
Get
Thanks.
into genetics,
good
and
night.
he'll know.
Yeah,
Yeah, get it. Even if you just got it in general biology, you'd
yeah.
You'd know.
you'd learn enough.
You'd shut up a lot faster. Yeah, it's true.
Biology or biochemistry, one of the two.
The only myths
Some
here,
things-
Edgar, are the stories made up by human beings that involve things like gods and demons and dragons and fairies and all kinds of mythological creatures, because that's exactly what they all are mythological creatures during a time of our ignorance where we didn't have real answers because science wasn't around. So we made shit up. It's part of human nature. And it's time to grow out of those pants now and put on a bigger size because we no longer need them.
Some people need them.
No, for fun and entertainment, sure. I watch Thor and the Marvel movies, but that's all it's worth.
Neil, I want to add to that beautiful rant of yours because that was wonderful, and say that also like some 98 or something 95% of the population were illiterate, and whatever people told them, they read a book, they were amazing, we believed them.
Yep.
We're not like that anymore. We can now critically think. It's an amazing thing. Like it's crazy to look at something and go, "Oh, is that true? I should look into that," and then go look it up. That's what I do. I don't read books. I wait till I hear something and go, "What the fuck? That's not even close." And I go look it up and go, "See, I fucking knew I was right."
Yeah, it's wild how back in the day when we thought sin was the root of all disease and like we just accepted it, like, oh, I'll just pray over you or whatever, and then people die. But then we learn the scientific method, and now we can live for a pretty long time. And like if someone's heart stops working, we can make it work again. And it's kind of wild. And like we could never do that if we just relied on religion.
And we can rebuild things.
Edgar, we don't take the word of scientists. They demonstrate what they claim to know.
Yeah.
It's not
here's a question for Edgar.
That's been tested and peer reviewed and written and tested and peer reviewed.
Edgar, could anything change your mind about the existence of your God?
Oh, Wise. I love you.
And going back to the science thing, like we know that the scientific method works because the results we get from it are demonstrable and they are accurate to describe reality. Like when we give somebody a medication that makes them better, like that has a real world effect. We see it work and it happens over and over and over and over and over again. This continues to work. However, when someone prays over someone with a condition, it hasn't been demonstrated to work over and over and over and over and over again. So we can say that the method we use to say that prayer is what helps them is not a good method of determining truth.
Intercessory prayer has been disproven anyways. They've done lots of studies, and the people that were being told they were being prayed for fared worse than the rest of the other two groups. So, yeah. Buddy, if you want to believe in that shit, that's entirely up to you. You're you, and you do what you want. We
all need a crutch at some point in our lives.
Well,
enjoy your crutch.
I don't want to,
That's what I see it as.
If you're a human, you have a crutch, one way or another.
I noticed he didn't answer my question.
That's what I'm saying. We all have.
And then chat.
My crutch is you guys.
Oh, same. Yeah.
My crutch is gloves and Indian food.
What? Apparently, according to tons of mice, probably.
Mice and stool.
Edgar, if that shit makes you feel better about yourself, then hey, all the power.
Could anything change your mind about your belief that your God is real?
Or more like, what would it take?
Yeah.
Not to geek out, but Swede just commented about Marfans, and that just, okay, I'm having a geeky med school moment.
Because of what he said about it demonstrating
because
evolution?
Marfans and aortic dissections go together.
Yeah.
Like that is like a textbook thing. And so you made me really happy. I'm sorry, Swede.
Hear that, Swede? Ben's happy you got Marfans.
Yep.
No, not happy you got Marfans, but I'm happy that my brain made the connection now.
That's what he said. We all heard it.
No, just that the connection was made in my brain. That's all I'm happy about. Okay.
All right. The neurons are working.
Well, you see, the correct answer, Edgar, would be evidence and proof, right? That's what it would take to change my mind about God's existence.
Empirical
somebody demonstrated. Yeah, somebody gave me some real evidence. Empirical evidence, sure.
Yeah.
Titan says, person on a computer poo-pooing science overwhelms my irony neurons.
That's perfect.
Why the fuck do you think we're here, man?
Yep.
How the fuck do you think this happened?
I'm
Seriously.
gonna pop that on the screen.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Somebody
Thank
clip
you,
that
Titan.
because that's fucking brilliant.
Tons.
It is.
That's the shit.
Or you know what? Maybe
Oh,
once.
man.
Yeah.
Once the merch is going, like best clip of the month or whatever, we can get them like a mask or a shirt or something.
Yeah, I think so. A mask. Are
Yeah, because
making
we have to.
masks? No.
Yeah, we have to again because everyone's stupid and let the
Oh, these
fucking.
masks. Okay.
So everybody go to my Teespring. I have masks on there. Some of them say be respectful.
I'm wearing this one next time.
Ooh, yes. Do that one.
I'm gonna go all Deathstroke on it.
To discover truth because you said so. Not sure I get.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, his response doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But okay.
I like Mice's response though.
Yep.
Yeah, empiricism has been proven to be a reliable method of, or empirical.
So accurate.
Yeah. Yes.
Mice is on a roll tonight. Oh my god. I
I
can't
wonder if
handle him
Andrew's
right
like
now.
Ortangelo or something like that.
I don't know. Who knows?
Could
No, that's not Otangelo's script.
No, okay, maybe
Edgar,
not.
I'm sorry, but we know evolution is real. We know it happened. As a matter of fact, it's still happening. Evolution doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going and going. It evolves. I know. But it just keeps going.
Wait a
And we
minute.
know- we
I see
know
a
that.
correlation.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, Tons is wearing his Dig on America shirt. Fuck yeah.
Is he?
Which I don't even have yet. I'm glad you got yours.
Kyle loves it.
Cow loves it.
Oh my god, dude, you're
Awesome.
killing me.
Should be tons
Nice.
of cows now. Change your name to tons of cows.
Tons of Mice is my favorite. I just have to say that.
I know. I fucking love it.
He's everybody's favorite. I'm just glad he doesn't
Kinda
have
is.
a channel. But he does have a Patreon. So go to patreon.com/tons of mice and support their lovely fiction that they make.
Like having a 14-pound cat jump on you.
Is it 14 pounds? Wow.
That's a chunky cat.
Or he might be 16 now. He's big though. He's not
a
like a
chunky
little
cat.
cat. Like he's not chunky.
That's
He's
not
actually-
a cat. That's a
he's just
clot.
big fucking cat.
That's
man.
like
That's a
fucking-
tiger.
That's like yeah. That's the shit you ride into
Like-
battle.
Fills up my lap. He's bigger
Battle
than
cat.
chihuahuas and shit.
Battle cat.
Battle cat.
Oh yeah, I just watched that new He-Man animation thing.
Oh, did you?
With,
How was it?
Mark Hamill doing the voice for Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all
Yeah.
right. I just missed the cheesiness of the old one. That's all.
I hate cheese.
It was cheesy.
And the shitty animation that they had back then too.
It was rough, man.
Well, they kept using the same cutscenes over and over again, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And they'd always run off the same way. It was always the same motion
Yeah.
every time.
well, yeah, they just kept using the same footage over and over again.
Oh yeah. It's cheaper.
Yeah, very.
Well, guys, why don't we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm done.
I still have an episode of Orville to watch before I've watched it again for the
Uh-huh.
1900.
I gotta go back to the hospital tomorrow, and I got a pre-round.
All right.
Do
Awesome.
just like every day. It's gonna be great.
Well, why don't we? There's just a few of us here, so tonight, why don't we give ourselves a little bit of a horror ourselves out here at the end here. So, Ben, why don't you go first and let everyone know where you can be found?
Yeah. So I have a YouTube channel. Student Dr. Ben is my name on YouTube. This is also my name on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter. Just take off the tour part, so just Student Doc Ben, because I didn't have enough characters on Twitter. So
Awesome. Next up, Canadian Ollieman.
You can find me on the ACD Discord and Thursday nights on IFWAS, and I'm half regular on your after show, Neil. So that's the other place they can see me.
Half regular,
So-
he says.
Half regular, yeah.
Fuckers here when I get on. It's like Keith Richards.
Oh.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh
My
my God.
oh my.
All right.
Oh.
That's great. All right, B, why don't you go up next? Where can everyone find you?
Every Monday and Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I do Root and Branch on Monday and a live open mic on well, all my shit's live because I hate recording stuff. I will like to interact with the chat. Root and Branch on Monday nights, and I do mystery guest interviews. On Wednesdays, I do a live. Fridays, you can normally find me with with the shills, and I follow Ben around and do shit with him, and I stalk Neil because he's fun, and I love hanging out with you guys.
Oh, well, we love having you here.
Sweet.
Mikey, you got a bunch of shit you do too. So I mean,
boy.
other than this shit,
I have so much shit. Sundays, you can catch me and Genesis Undead and Dishonest Ape and Isla doing Nat 1 Heroes, our 5e D&D homebrew campaign, which is really funny and really, really great. You guys should give it a tumble. You'll like it. I promise you'll like it. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm here. And then Wednesday nights at 10, I have Dig on America. And that's we take something from history and correlate it to what's going on today. And then on Thursdays, my flagship show, my darling baby heart thing, is the Bin Podcast, which is where me and my 4 international friends, we wrap up the week's politics and generally just make fun of each other. And it is
true.
No holds
Accurate.
bar. It is rough. If we didn't love each other, we'd come to blows. As soon as this border softens up, it's gonna be some fist fights. It's gonna be rough. But yeah. So you can catch me in all those places.
Right on. Well, before I go, just one more thing from our friend Edgar M. here, who claims evolution doesn't disprove a god. And that's correct. That's not the aim of what evolution is to do, anyways. But it does kind of put a little bit of a kink in the armor, or chink in the armor, as they say, for the creation story. So when you figure that out, then you're like, well, shit, if that never happened, everything starts to fall like dominoes, dude. It just, most of the people I've talked to on my show tell me stories, and a lot of them had questions that were never answered. And when they went looking for themselves, they finally actually went, holy crap, everything I've been told is a lie. But I don't consider it a lie. It's just you're born into it, raised in it, if that's the case. I know that's not always the case. Like me, I was born to Christians and then raised Jewish because of adoption. But anyway, so, and eventually you figure it out.
Look at this.
Figure it out. Renee! Awesome. Good to see you, buddy. You're a little on the late side, but again, it's probably really early in the morning for you. So
Renee's in
We're the ones
Germany,
who are
right?
late. That's correct, yes. Yeah, Renee was on my show. Geez, got to be over a year now, I think.
Damn.
It's a lot of fun.
It's almost before I even knew you existed, Neil.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I did exist then.
Found you a year and a half
I can't
ago.
prove it. Well, I can prove it, actually. There's video evidence. But that can be fake. Never.
NASA.
Yeah, fuck you, NASA.
NASA. Yeah.
Well, it's been fun tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys liked my guest tonight. What did you guys think?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Super cool.
Shocked, right? Oh,
Cool guy.
Ooh.
there's always one.
Every time.
Can I say one thing?
You can say as many things as you like.
My carpet cleaner came in this morning, and then I went to work, and then I had to speed home to do the show. But guess what? Show's over. It's fucking 11:30. Fucking cleaning the carpet upstairs. Oh, I'm so stoked. It's gonna be awesome. This is what my life is.
You have fun.
And you're excited about getting a carpet cleaner.
It's fucking badass, though.
But dude, you work a lot, so
I do too much. Sorry, Kristen. It'll be worth it one day, I promise.
Did I just hear fuck off, Mikey?
Tons of cows. Oh my god.
She doesn't call me Mikey. She calls me something else.
Asshole, whatever.
She calls me Mr. Kristen.
It's in 2019. That's right. So over a year and a half. Wow.
That's funny.
Jeez, Renee, I've known you that long now. Wow. Well, it felt like old friends anyways when we hung out. So, all right.
That's COVID for you.
That's good. Yeah.
Everything was last year, but nothing was last year.
Yeah, nothing was last year.
We didn't do anything
Everything
last
was
year.
the year
but
before last.
Yeah.
All right. Can I wrap it up now, guys?
Yep.
It's right there. Read it, man.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I've been waiting.
Well, but before I say this, I do want to thank my patrons again, because patrons are the reason you get to see my ugly mug all the time. The reason I keep going. Thanks, all of you.
Y'all are the best.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of these days we'll actually make one where it's got everyone's names.
I can do that, but some people don't like to be up there. So how about this?
Yeah.
Go on, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, do a little message to us on Patreon. If you don't want your name out there, let me know. Or if you have something that you prefer to go by, let me know. I know what it is for most of you, but yeah, let me know.
All right. Yeah, so then as the ticker says there, we've mentioned this after the show as well, that Randolph and I will be, yes, we will be at some point. Nobody knows when. But once the studio is built, we will be starting up our own call-in show called True North Talk. If you want to learn more about the show, go to www.truenorthtalk.ca, and there's lots of stuff there. It also has a link to the YouTube channel, so you can go and subscribe so you don't miss our launch. And also, I am one of the new co-hosts of the revamped and relaunched nonprofits. We've also had wonderful people on, like Mikey there, and we've got Jenna and Johnny and Puck and Martin and Malty. There's so many, and
Cynthia,
Arden. And yeah, like so many. Nate's been on there, I think.
All the minis.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan? No, he did secular sexuality.
He did.
I lied. I'm a liar.
A lot of great folks, and they're great stuff that we talk about, bring up some important stuff. So head over there and sub to the channel, and it airs at 3 p.m. between Talk Heathen and the Atheist Experience. And finally, the last Saturday, except for this one again, of every month, we do a little show called Atheist Drinking Out Loud. It's myself and Andy and Seamus. Andy does his channel Laughing in Disbelief and has a lot of really cool shit on there. And Seamus is a member of the Free Thought Prophets, and they do a lot of good stuff too. So definitely give all those channels a look. We drink and make fun of things. It's pretty much right in the name.
Yeah,
all right, guys. Until next time, like I always say at the end of these, like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And let's try. I think maybe we'll do the new outro for the end of the after. So it's like a big rapper now. Sort of. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Already smoked one. Anyways, guys, check it out. Tell me what you think.